devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand, got my hand. Call
Hey! I just want to go out on the record here and say there are plenty of very affordable firearms that I personally love, adore, and respect. You know, it doesn't have to be crazy Gucci to like it. I mean, I do love very high quality firearms too, but excuse me, dude, the Ruger RXM, fire, love it. It's awesome. Um, I personally probably wouldn't put. So, did you put the RMR on the RXM? And is that what I? Sorry. So I just want to make sure I understand because let me go back here. So he said, um, where'd it go? I just had it. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, dude, I got a Ruger RXM, Trijicon RMR, freaking nice. Trijicon RMR is literally what's in my waistband right now, son. Love it, dude. It is. I love my Gideons. I love my Holler Sons. I love all the other optics that I've been running. I've honestly had great luck with. Even the $139 Primary Arms SLX RS10, SLX RS10. Yeah, right. SLX, yeah. Um, Actually, that not so much, and there's a reason it's $139 because it flickers when you transition targets. Ask me how I know. So I mean that's kind of a thing too. So I would personally rather run a Gideon than like the RSX SL10 RLX, whatever that. But as far as everything else I got, they've been excellent. Like I've had none of them fail. Um, I do have a couple primary arms that I run like that joint right there. That's a 1x prism. That right there is a 1x prism. And they've been great. They've been great. But yeah, the RMR, man, brutal. I mean, you could beat the ever loving dog snot out of it, and that thing is just excellent. So let's see. Let's get caught up here. By the way, if AR Drew, yeah, if AR Drew is out there, you're the last package that I haven't found. I went looking through my email, through my Instagram, through all sorts of. I couldn't find your. He was the winner of the one of the waffle things that we did. So, and I just can't find your address anywhere. I believe it's one of. If I'm speaking out of incorrectly, let me know. But I believe it's one of Big Josh's viewers. Like that's where he had originally come from. But either way, AR Drew, if you're out there, holler at your boy because I need your address. Everyone else that's been waiting on a package, I threw extra swag and stuff in there for the delay. It's been crazy. I've been 2 weeks behind on DLD hardware stuff because of all the delayed package. I've had to go back and do audits, find out which orders were missed and all that stuff. Man, it's been a nightmare. In addition to my printer going down for a week. Gutter Cheese, you have no idea how close you were to getting a phone call from me, like a panicked phone call. Like, I have tried everything. But the good news is, because I've been through this, my Bamboo, I'm about to hit 4,000 hours on my Bamboo P1P. All right. And Clunky Wonky on the way. Yes, Chunky Wonky. Yeah. Dude, it's a thick buy. And I threw some extra stuff in there because look, I know, I get it. Y'all, had to wait. And I'm sorry. I hate that. And honestly, it was bothering me like every day, every night, going to bed knowing that I didn't have everything out yet bothered me. But at some point, I'm like, dude, I can only do what I can do. And then like I talk with Josh, and he's like talking about running Fat Tech with his brother, and he's like, I just can't do this with only 2 people. And he's like venting and talking. I'm just sitting here like, yeah, it must be tough with only 2 people running your business. Could imagine what it's like with 2 people running your business. I'm like, lucky, Anyway, let me go back here. Before we do the little intro, Joan. Let's see. Big Easy Tech Money. What's up, fellas? Mike McClune, Emmy. Dudes at Shields were creaming when I dropped that cash too. I bet, dude. I bet. Okay, so you got the RXM with the R. How are you gonna put a $500 optic on a $399 gun? If that is not the biggest flex in the world, bro, goodness gracious. Dude, look, I mean, it's right here. Dog, this RMR has got to be, I mean, that's why it's a ruggedized miniature reflex, right? It is one of the, I believe, strongest designs on the planet when it comes to a red dot currently available. Hold on, let me change that slightly. It was one of the strongest designs in existence prior to a lot of the enclosed emitters that came out, which have proven to be a little bit stronger. But there's no way a civilian can kill an RMR without intentionally beating the piss out of it. And shout out to Integrity Firearms, because I got a deal on this RMR through him, and back in the Jonah days. Miss you, brother. Miss you. Love you, Jonah. Anyway, yeah, we're going to do some crazy storytelling. If you guys don't know what's going on, there's a lot going on right now. So right now there was just an 8.8 magnitude earthquake in Russia. And because of that, there's a tsunami following behind it. And there's already like buildings underwater. There's like all the way to Japan, they were going through the whatchamacallit, like where the sirens are going and the evacuation stuff. Lots of crazy stuff going on. So we'll touch on that. We're going to do a story time, and we may even have a special guest popping on here. But I want to thank you guys again just for the patience, man. Just Reefer Madness. No, I'm pretty sure you know what an RMR is. If you actually don't know what an RMR is, then let me know. Let's see. I'm 13 miles from the beach. Dang. So okay, so that's one thing I was going to touch on is that I do hope that our folks over on the western side of the Western world are okay and safe and good, because that was the first thing. I mean, not that I don't care about all of those other people and all these other places in the world, but I hope that everyone on the western side of the Western world is okay, healthy, and safe. And you guys know what to do when things pop off. So I hope you guys are good. I'm just trying to kind of keep an eye on like what's going on, but y'all know the issue, man. When you're watching any kind of media, any kind of mainstream media, whether it's CNN or MSNBC or PBS or Fox or whatever it is, unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think, and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Fortunately, some members of the media
use their platforms
to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Okay, all right. If you ever hear me using the word democracy like that, y'all know we got a problem. All right. Man, it's yeah, more on that later. And it's my damn job as USMC retired. Yeah. Thus the stupid sarcasm. Okay, I gotta ask. I don't want to assume that everyone knows what stuff is, especially with all the acronyms in this world, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. Put an RMR on my G45.5, and all the craziness. But yeah, all the facetiousness. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. Oh, do we have Hot Dog 990 up in here as well? Hot Dog, hot diggity dog. Great to see you, brother. Appreciate you, man. And honestly, Hot Dog, I got to say, it is great. Like when I see people intentionally go out of their way, because you would only come in and see us on the Rumble shows. So, which we do Rumble shows every Saturday at 10:30 Eastern-ish. And it's dope to see you come on Instagram to support the channel, come on YouTube to support the channel. You know what I mean? So it's cool to see people follow us from other platforms, especially, dude, when we first started doing Rumble shows over there, dude, so many people came from YouTube, and it honestly, I'll be honest, that's more fulfilling to see people leave YouTube. Anyway, let's go ahead and do the intro, and then we're going to get into it. I don't know what it is, but I just love this little thing right
Fortunately,
here.
some members of the media
use their platforms
to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Bro, how crazy. I mean, you can't get more scripted. I mean, that's crazy. Yeah, so I almost hit 4,000 hours on my printer, and just went down. And what I found, and for anyone else dealing with issues with their bamboo, I'll hit on that tonight too. A couple things, and I actually had a specific request to kind of dive a little bit deeper into the gun that I'm carrying, because so Drew. Well, and he actually already pulled the trigger on the Ramjet and the Radian MOS RMR set. It's so fire. And it's super unique. There's I would dare I say it, almost nothing like it. So we'll talk about that. I have some kind of close-up pictures we can go over. Anyway, so with the bamboo, man, I could not send files from my computer to the printer, so I could only print from the card. Now that's fine, but over time, as you start to send files to the printer over and over and over, even though you may have 200 files on that card, it only maintains like the last 12 or 15 or 20, and then it starts to save like memory. It'll chuck the old stuff off. So as I'm printing the stuff that I need for my business, it's, you know, chucking the you know, whatever fun stuff or like useful stuff I need to make or print. I'll CAD something up, and then, dude, I was CADing washers and gaskets and or like the little rings right there. What do you call them? O-rings and stuff like that. TPU, just boom, knocks them out. 2mm, 4mm, you know, so many things, dude. TPU is the ish. Also, I've been doing a gang of these little DK keychains, and let me stop. A gang of these. What is that, like 50 something? I've been doing a gang of these. Dude, this is like 300 right here because we're getting ready for goals and everything else, and doing that while maintaining everything that I was doing for Drew. There's some super dope. I mean, this stuff is like perfection that's coming out of the bamboo. This is for the Glock 20, 21, 40. You gonna give me a thumbs down, bro? And man, it is just outstanding. It is beautiful, beautiful with all the ironing on it, man. It is coming out like perfection. That's funny. The DK got stuck in the bottom. The other thing too here, let me see if I can grab one of these and show these, and I'll tell you what I'm referring to. So I started doing some stuff in TPU, which is awesome. Yeah. So for those of you out there that don't know, you can print things like this in TPU, and it's like rubbery. So for things like keychains, I mean, so I accidentally printed it on the cooling plate, right? And I mean, it stuck like it was super glued, and I grabbed it with needle nose pliers. Totally like, I'm killing this print. It's done. I just need to get it off the bed, right? Grabbed it, and it stretched to like almost 2 times the size of this, right? And it's like stretching like and I swear it was like twice the size of it, like full, like all crazy stretched out. Took it off, it was like whoosh, it literally brought some of the blue from the bed with it, and then it just went back to normal size. And I'm like, yo, this may be the answer for, like, you know, for keychains and stuff like that, because it's way more temperature whatever. It's better for higher temperatures. It's super impact resistant. I mean, you know, there you go. As if that proves anything. It's just cool, right? So I started doing a bunch of stuff in TPU, and that was fun. And there'll be more stuff. Anyway, so I couldn't send stuff from my slicer, and then the stuff that I was printing from my card on the bamboo just wasn't printing correctly. So you see how this comes out totally perfect and symmetrical. Well, the issue that I was getting is the print head was slamming into the layer on one side and scraping it as it was. I mean, it was basically bulldozing everything that it did. So typically that's something physical, right? Like, it's not software related. Usually that means that there's like a stack of coiled up filament that got squished into one of the lead screws or something like that, and I have to figure it out. Well, my issue was twofold. After nearly a full week of basically being shut down while being backed up on everything and having to take care of all the orders and all that. And by the way, if AR Drew is out there, you're the last one I need the address for. So holler at me either via email, Instagram, something. Just need your address so I can send the waffle that you want out. The blue waffle, but you have to Google blue waffle first. So anyway, so these weren't working. The other stuff wasn't working. My traditional prints, like the professional prints, the jigs and things like that, weren't working. So I had to go back and address the problem from a software standpoint and also from a physical standpoint. I had to do all the maintenance all over again on everything, and it was crazy while everything else in the world is happening. So already being delayed that happening. It was just crazy. But I end up finding out that the issue was I had to uninstall the slicer and then reinstall the slicer. I had done it before, but I guess didn't do it appropriately. And then when it restarted, it was like a completely different screen. It looked all different. So the plugins had updated successfully. So that was fixing one of the problems. Then I went to go print another one of these, and it like totally deuced on it. It was a nightmare, and was dragging all over the place, and it was just a disaster. And the issue is that now I'm wasting all this filament and all this. It's so many problems that come with it. I just ran through. I did all the things, all the maintenance, cleaning all the lead screws, greasing all the lead screws, cleaning out. I even took, gutter cheese is probably going to cringe. I even took the freaking back panel off of the bamboo and cleaned it all out and cleaned pieces of filament out and all that. Hey, Drewski, brother, great to see you, man. It was a nightmare. And this is while I'm burning through a whole bunch of filament while everything is failing and having to toss it. If you guys saw just the box of failed stuff that I got, that was just, it's trash now. It just sucks. So anyway, going through a week of that finally got me, gave me the ability to fix it, and I believe it's fixed. I did have a couple issues, but I think we're good. And shout out to Bamboo. Props to Bamboo. They actually hit me back when I submitted a ticket, and they've been kind of helpful. So shout out to them. But yeah, this is the Glock 2021 45 ACP 10 mil gun stand, and it's the definition knives version, and it's gorgeous, man. I love it. I love the way it came out. Also, I did the staccato one as well. Yeah, this was the one that I was showing off. It's like a rubbery. It's called TPU. Oh, that's gone. Is that gone? Oh, did I get it? Yes, got it. Yeah, it's a very rubbery substance. It's crazy because it's filament. You're just printing, right? And normally we're used to printing hard plastic, but having that little rubbery thing, I couldn't think of anything else you could use that to print, like wipes for cans, if that were legal. I mean, I'd say you could do that if it were lawful. Sorry, I'm totally getting sidetracked. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So everyone, channel members that are in chat right now, sound off, and we're going to go ahead and jump into it, y'all. So thank you. I can't believe I just went 23 minutes. And hold up. Did I run the intro? Okay, there's the intro. Anyway, let's jump into it. Channel members, go ahead and sound off in the chat, and we'll go through and say what's up to everybody. First in chat this evening was your boy Kurt 24, which is funny because Kurt 24, the producer of the show, hit me up, text me, and was like, "Yo, are you doing a show tonight, dog?" And then Drew hit me up, "Yo, you doing a show tonight?" And then Red Dawn hit me up, and I was literally like jamming stuff out. I was like, yes, I'm coming. I'm just running super late. So shout out to you guys that care and hit me up and want to make sure that that I'm good. Appreciate you. My bad. But yeah, Kurt 24, the producer of the show, appreciate you, brother. Not only is he a channel member, but he is also a moderator, and he was first in the chat. What do you think about that? Let's go for a crisp high five. Crisp high five. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. And we'll go through. I'm gonna go back here. I'll shout out a few. We got Gutter Cheese, brother. Great to see you. Also a channel member. Appreciate you, brother. Let's see, Kurt 24, Gutter Cheese. I saw a couple more in here at the beginning. Xantu Misfit, brother, great to see you. Also a channel member. Appreciate you, brother. Lightning McQueen, brother, great to see you as well. Also a channel member. Appreciate you. Kurt 24, the producer of the show. Xanti, Lightning McQueen, Xanti. Let's see who else we got. Hold on, I'm just getting caught up here. See, and this is how I know that people aren't getting notifications, because I'm getting text messages from my subscribers from I got a handful of people that I talk to outside of the show. And they're like, "Yo, are you doing the show tonight?" they're not getting notifications. See what I'm saying? Lightning McQueen, there he is again. Hot Dog 990, brother, great to see you. Also a channel member, and a lot of these guys are also channel members on Rumble as well. And let's see, Lightning McQueen, Kurt 24, Barton Fink, brother, great to see you. Also a channel member. In Soviet Russia, earthquakes you. Well, an earthquake would quake you, right? I guess if you said like that Russia quaked the earth, you know, that'd be a good. I like where you're at, where you're going with that one, though. That's a good one. Let's see, Kurt 24, Lightning McQueen, Zanti, Lightning McQueen, Hot Dog 990, Zanti, Barton Fink. Salute to all y'all. Appreciate you, man. There he is, Mike McClune, the Goon, brother. Great to see you. Also a channel member. Zanti Misfit, Kurt 23.5. Steve Whoop, brother, great to see you. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out. Also a channel member. Zanti Misfit, Kurt 24. Steve Whoop, Mike McClune. Mad respect to I mean, that's lots of stuff to type out to say what's up to the homies. Lightning McQueen, Steve Whoop. It's funny, I'll jump in a chat and be like, yo, what's up, everybody? Salute. And then, you know, some people will respond and I'll be like, good to see y'all. Salute. Because it's like, man, I don't want to type out 27 names. Zanti, Eric Stockbridge, brother, great to see you. Also a channel member. Remember, AR Drew, looking for AR Drew because he won the waffle. Let's see, Kurt 24, Eric Stockbridge. Hey, Tanner, good to see you, bro. Yes. And anyone else that's going to goals, I'll be seeing you there too. Super pumped, man. It's going to be really, really good. Honestly, it's also going to be super stressful, but yeah, I'm pumped for it. Barton Fink, sounds like you need more testosterone for mental clarity during these stressful times, for real. It's so funny too, because I sent a screenshot to a group chat and I was like, it looks like the end of the world is scheduled for tonight again. And I'll say it was a content creator, and it says emergency, evacuate now, you know, blah blah blah, like SHTF is starting, basically, right? And I mean, it wasn't that, but and I had to explain to people because they're like, well, no, I mean, they're telling the truth. There was an 8.8 magnitude. I know, and there was a tsunami. I'm like, I know, but the spirit of it is different. It's buy my testosterone, buy my products, buy my, you know, food buckets, buy my antibiotics because the world is ending right now. Do it now before you run out of time. You know, it's like I don't like that, man. And look, I will sit straight up. I will sit here and I will pitch my knives and I will be like, you need to check out Definition Knives, definitionknives.com for the best, the definition of high value, high quality EDC cutlery. You know, I will straight up because this is good stuff, but I will never, ever be like, get them before the end of the world starts, because once the end of the world starts, mail will shut down. And when mail shut downs, that means you can't get them anymore. And everyone's going to have a knife except you. You know, like, bro, spare them. Oh, shucks. Dang it. If you guys will take a look right above my almost ponytail because of how long my hair is getting, you will see a yes, it is an MP5 clone, SD clone with a about 3.2 inches of a suppressor hanging out of that bad boy instead of the typical 6 inches you see hanging out of it, because in 9 days I was approved for the CMMG 036 cal can. 9 days it already came back. Bro, I cannot wait to take this thing out, do some videos, show you all the whole thing. Man, this is going to be a good one. It's going to take a little bit of time, though. You know, probably take a couple weeks to get everything fired up, a couple weeks after goals. So it's dope. But, dude, I am so impressed with this can to be around $500, a little over $500. But to have a 36K can, it's like 5 inches and some change, and you can run 9 mil through it. 5.56 through it, 300 blackout through it, 7.62 by 39, 308, yada yada, all that. You can run 6.5 through it. You can run 6.8 through it. You can run 8.6 blackout through it. It's like the most versatile can, and it's like $500 and some change, 525, 550, something like that. So yeah, I mean, I'm super impressed with that. So get one before the end of the world. I'm just kidding. Sorry. If you weren't here, I was making fun of channels that do that. Let's see. Kurt 24, Eric Stockbridge. We said what's up to you guys. Gort, great to see you, brother. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out as well. Hey, yes, sir. Yes, indeed, it is. Give me 1 second and I'll get to your comment. Let's see. Gort, Lightning McQueen. Hot Dog 990. Got my stuff today. Thanks. Yes. Awesome, brother. Appreciate you, man. Lightning McQueen, Zanti, Gort. Let's see. I'm just getting caught up here. Yeah, all you guys over on the West Coast, man, I hope y'all are good and safe. Just stay vigilant, be careful, cautious. DB Cooper, brother, great to see you also, member. Appreciate you, brother. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know anything about what's going on in Michigan, unfortunately. Oh, my bad. You wanted to. My bad. Okay. He wants a fist bump. That's my fault. I should have asked you, and I usually do the high five. Nope, you're more of a fist bump guy. I appreciate you. So let's do. I'll give you a second to collect yourself because I know you said you're in a very hot factory right now. So take a second. We'll do a fist bump. You ready? Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. And Kurt, man, and a lot of you guys, man, Mike, Drew, so many of you guys, dude, and like Johnny Barr and even, dude, so many of you guys put in a lot of work to just being here and helping with the stream, dropping links when you can, when YouTube doesn't delete them, and just helping a great deal. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. And also just being like good people and not being dirtbags. That's a big piece of it. Let's see. Barton Fink, Sinbad never making a genie movie, and The Fruit of the Loom not having the cornucopia are more Sinclair events to see what can be perceived as your mind playing tricks on you. Man, don't get me started on any of that stuff, okay? Because Rich and I were talking about this just the other day, and it's yeah, there's some things. Dang, hold up. What the heck? Yo, for real? Bro, Kurt just sent a $25 Cash App, and Drew just sent a $40 Cash App. Holy moly, guys, thank you so much. I was not expecting that. For ammo to test the can. So Kurt sent $25 and says for ammo to test the can, brother. Thank you so much, man. And then Drewski, just sent $40 and said for where it says the semicolon, colon for you. Thank you, man. Both you guys did. I appreciate y'all so much, man, for real. Oh, you have no idea how much things like that help. Thank you. Took 1,300 hours before I changed my first nozzle on the Bamboo. You've changed your nozzle? I'm about to hit 4,000 hours, and I've never changed my nozzle. Gutter Cheese, should I change my hot end? Are you still here? Is Gutter Cheese still here? Should I change my hot end, or at least the nozzle? I have another 0.4 nozzle. I don't know. I feel like I'm probably supposed to. I think that may be the other issue with like the height thing being jacked up, because if none of the lead screws are causing the issue, if the belts are good and tight and clean and everything's good, the carbon rods are all clean, support rods are all clean, it's got to be something else. And tightening the screws of the hot end, or cleaning the extruder, tightening the screws of the nozzle seem to have helped or improved the situation. If I should probably replace it for real at 4,000 hours. I'm here to support the community, not YouTube. My man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. And another quick word from our sponsor while I take a sip of my drink.
Fortunately, some members of the media
Some members of the media use their platforms
to push their own personal bias. To push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
It's extremely dangerous to our democracy. I still can't use the cloud to send files to my X1C because I use a VPN. Yeah. I only use the SD card now. It happened after an update to the firmware. Yeah, so, okay. Apparently, and I may be wrong on this, apparently they had changed the whole prohibited items clause to where they're not going to, and right, we have to, just bank on them hopefully telling the truth if we choose to update. I hadn't update since like 1.10 or whatever it was. And then I finally updated because I was just so desperate to get my machine up and working. Bro, I updated the slicer. I updated Bamboo Studio, Bamboo Handy. I updated the machine, updated everything. And they're not supposed to be able to restrict what I print. If they do, I'll go LAN mode only and go from the SD card and use Orca Slicer. But I will say this. One of the things with the updates came with silent... what was it? Reducing the sound signature of the motor. Bro, it is at least 200% quieter. It is nuts. It is nuts. It's pretty crazy. DB Cooper's Anti-Misfit. Let's see. Drewski, what a dooski, brother. Great to see you, man. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out. Not only is he a channel member, but he's a moderator. Appreciate you, brother. Oh, yeah. That's right. Kurt24 did get his package today from Fat Tack. That's awesome. Let's see. Stifler Manufacturing, brother. There you are. Great to see you. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out. Also a channel member. And I know we got to circle back and talk about the slides too, man. I just keep dropping the ball. Did I miss any channel members here? Let's see. Drewski. No, Stifler is not going to be making it to goals, but that's okay. We can't make it to every event. Lord knows I missed a bunch. Thank you, Drewski. Appreciate you. Only a 2.5 print for the stand. Yeah. So that one's a little bit longer because it's the 45 ACP in 10 mil. But bro, look at how clean that thing is, doggy. Like, look at the top. Like it looks like just this gorgeous, like textured material. Because I added ironing to the whole thing, and look at the bottom. Aside from the DK thing that got stained in there from the TPU. It's beautiful otherwise. Eric Stockbridge, Drewski, Mike McClonsky. There you is. I saw your text come across and I was like, see, notifications aren't even going out. Man, I'm so far behind that I didn't even see the bam. Black Diamond Guns of Gear Josh, Fat Tech Josh, appreciate you, brother. $2 super chat. He says, yo, goals is gonna be nuts. Can't wait. I know, doggy. Man, this is gonna be a super special time, and you may even see some live streams with a few of your favorite folks all together in one place. It was the 36K zeroed can from CMMG. It's like a little over $500, and I got it approved in 9 days. 9 days with on a trust, by the way, which is kind of crazy. Tim Harper, your stuff is on the way. I threw some extra swag in there too. All you guys that have been waiting, thank you. I threw some extra swag in there. I have to jump forward. If you are a channel member and I missed you, then please do me a favor and shout out in the chat, and I'll make sure we say what's up. And let's go ahead and bring on our first guest of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Oprah Winfrey.
Fortunately, some members of the media
use their platforms
to push their own personal bias. To push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
I am highly biased and I hate democracy.
You know, it's so funny. I was going to say the same thing. It's like we're just connected up here. What's up, buddy? Red Dawn, thank you for coming on, man.
What's going
It's
on,
been a
brother?
minute. It's been a
I
minute
know.
since, it's hard to sometimes I'm like, it's Wednesday. Oh, it's not going. And then I sleep through my stream and then I crash during your stream and we've
Oh
been
man,
missing
my
each other,
my
so.
Friday streams have been starting at like 11:30 midnight.
Yeah, man. I woke up at like 1:30 in the morning and actually saw because Rumble will send a whatchamacallit, a notification every hour that you're live. And it was like Red Dawn going live, and it was like 1:30 in the morning. I was like, he started the show at 1:30. But yeah, I started. You were about like wrapping up. But anyway,
Yeah.
take a second, introduce yourself, let everyone know who you are, what you do, and where they can find you.
I am known by some as Red Dawn Readiness on some platforms, mainly
Mhm.
all platforms. And yeah, I'm just a normal guy who loves freedom, liberty, independence, hates the government, loves Jesus Christ, and puts family and friends before everything else in the world.
Bro, that's it. That's the end of the stream. If you need any more encouragement, that's it. That's all we got for you.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. We're not going to end the stream, but what a beautiful way to start it. Stream starts at 41:23.
These are really cool.
You cut each individual square to fit
No,
that.
it comes pre-cut, perfect for the.
Oh, they do like the laser cut.
Yeah,
Nice. That's
sick.
what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I've been wanting to do some more stuff. Like you remember, like, was it like 2 months ago? I showed you that big old sheet of multicam, and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna wrap that level 3 Safari Land." Check this out.
Oh man,
That level 3 Safari Land is still black because I've not had time to wrap it. It's so bad, dude. It's so bad. Like I just,
it's funny.
I've been having a difficult time with the amount of time I have allotted. So what do you think about all this stuff with an 8.8 magnitude earthquake in Russia and tsunamis being cast all through the eastern part of the world, Eastern Pacific? What is it? What's that called? What's the
Off the coast of Hawaii?
yeah. I'm trying to think of the politically correct word for I think it's Eastern, whatever.
The East India Trading Company.
Yeah, that. But no, I mean they're getting hit pretty hard. What are your thoughts on all that? That's what I'm saying, Corn Pop.
Yeah,
Harp.
it's the beginning of sorrows, as the Holy Scriptures would possibly call it.
Dude,
And
it seems man-made. I mean, all these things do, but
I mean, at this point, dude, it's just every day is a blessing. It really has stuck with me because Drew has said it really like in passing. Like you'll see him once in a while. Someone will ask him, "Hey, how are you doing?" And he'll just say, "I woke up today and just happy to be alive and be here." And I've really like it caught on to me after reading it a few times, and at this point, man, I'm just glad to make it through the day and nothing really bad to happen, because we see bad stuff with 24-hour news cycle and online streaming and people posting. I mean,
it's all bad.
Yeah, it's just so much bad stuff. And
it's funny you say that, though. I just to add to that, anytime like when Drew and I text, he'll be like, "Hey, happy Tuesday, brother. Enjoy your day." Or like, happy Sunday, like enjoy your day, enjoy church. And like it's always like, something about like, hope your day was great, or have a great Tuesday, or like it's about that day, that moment, and just being grateful for for that day. Any day this side of the dirt is a good day, says a viewer out there. Yeah, 100%. Any day vertical.
There he is. Yes, RDR. I'm alive and breathing. Yep, that's what he says, and it's true. Yeah. We've seen friends, personal friends, crazy stuff. It's just
today.
What's the French term for it? Carpe diem.
Carpe diem, seize the day. Yeah.
That's the most you can do is seize the day, try to get better, try to improve, be grateful for little things. But like I said in my intro, man, there's just nothing more important than family and friends, you know, real friends that you can trust, that you can count on, that, you know, want to see you do good, because not everybody does in the world. And, you know, the difference between people that do and people that, you know, don't.
For sure. So someone texted me and said, that's Latin. Carpe diem.
It sounds French.
Yeah. Carpe diem.
I thought Latin was dead. We still got slogans from this dead language.
Hold on.
It's not that dead.
Wasn't Latin made in France? I'm just kidding. That's great. Oh, that's good. Yesterday it was 115 on the heat index. Pff, bro, yeah, it's been crazy hot. It's been about 100 every day out here. But getting back to what you said, it's so true. Like over the past week, honestly, the past couple weeks, but specifically the last week, I've had like holy moly, bro, stop. Yo, Hot Dog just sent me a Cash App too, man. Kurt 24,
nice.
and Drewski and Hot Dog.
You guys are the best, man.
So does top mean that I can't say anything about it? Whoops. Yo, Hot Dog, brother, thank you so much, man. I won't disclose the amount, but let me just say for the record, thank you. It was more than both. I'm just kidding. No, dude. I'm sorry. I was going to make a terrible joke, and that was in bad taste. But thank you so much, man. Hot Dog, Drewski, and Kurt, man. You guys are incredible. And I couldn't do this without you guys, for real. But over the last week, man, I've had so many problems happen. Like, I've not been living in that place of gratitude where I always talk about it, right? Even when you're going through challenges and difficult times, bless others, you'll become blessed. You know, a hand that's open to give is open to receive. When you're going through your most difficult times, give, be kind, compassionate, contribute to others. Like that's who I am, right?
Yeah.
But the last couple of weeks, man, I've had so much stuff just going wrong and so many problems. I've just been closed off in my own little world of negativity, and I've been struggling with it for real because I had the water damage at my house, and not only was my house affected, but my neighbor, it's a neighboring townhome, they were affected. And I had my machine goes down, which, by the way, is the machine that I literally make all of my money from. And I just, yeah, lots of stuff happening. I was a single dad for 10 days. That was difficult. And then was a single dad for another 10 days. That was difficult. And I mean, it's good, right? And like, I love spending the time with my daughter, but and I don't want to categorize that as something bad. I'm not saying that that's something bad. What I'm explaining is that I was in a situation where my time was restricted, and you know, I had a difficult time managing time and stuff while all those other bad things were happening. Oh, and with the water damage, something I didn't mention was my garage flooded too, and I was just luckily able to, you know, dry it all out. And all my definition knives boxes are in there. All my, I mean, so much stuff, shipping supplies, all that stuff is in there too. Yeah, man. So yeah, lots of difficult situations. All of a sudden, I'm running around. I'm you know, stomp on my brakes, and I just hear this, and I'm like, oh no, is that? Yeah, those are my rotors. Like, it's just like constant stuff. I don't mean to be complaining, but you know what I'm saying.
I had that like probably a year ago, man, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then there was a moment where I was like, I don't think my car's slowing down. And I had to like get to the bottom of the brake.
Oof, yeah.
And I drove home and I was like, I think something's really wrong. Like, I was scared to drive home, but I made it home by the grace of God. And when I took the car to the shop, dude, my rotor was like this at the, like on one side. I was like, oh
yeah, that's, I feel terrible even saying this, man, because it's me being a terrible example for others. But that's how I've been riding for like 2 weeks. And I'm like, I'll take care of it, but on the scale of like priority stuff, it's like to go drop another 400, 450 or whatever, like that needs to wait. Because in like 2 days, I'm about to drop like almost 4 stacks just to live, you know. So yeah, DLD top secret. That's what I saw. So I didn't know what to say when I saw the top secret. He got the hot neighbor wet. I did. She was soaked. She's really hot. Hold on. Where did I see? I don't know if you saw. Oh dang! Traded my last SIG today. I'm now Glock completely. Welcome to the fan club. I am the president of the fan club, and Red Dawn is the vice president of the fan club. So welcome.
I'm the co-chair.
Yeah, co-chair, co-cheese, and yeah, you're never gonna have to worry about your guns breaking out of your safe and robbing a liquor store in the middle of the night ever again. Ever again. Thank you again, Hot Dog. I don't know if you heard that earlier, but when I saw it come through, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. I know it's already happened. It's there. It's there, and it's bad.
Grab this.
I know. I'm driving to goals. I need to get them fixed before I drive to goals. I just I gotta prioritize, you know. Dang, I'll keep mine. Taurus is better than SIG. Did you guys see the one dude that was consistently getting the 320 to fire? Oh, Fluffy Bunny. No SIGgers here. Yeah, there's a lot of SIG lovers, man, that just can't deal with the Hot Dog 990 is here. Yes, sir. Putang, great to see you, brother. By the way, Putang, I don't know if you know this, brother, but did you know that one of the Glock MOS plates, the one with 2 recoil bosses, not the 4, the one with 2, is an RMSC plate? So right now I have, let me see if I can go full screen. So I took my Mini Valor off of my MP5 SD, and then I put the Holosun Gold Dot that Drewski sent me on that, which it's a little tall, but honestly it's better. It's better, like, you know, like for your like posture and all that when you're shooting. It's higher. It makes the footprint of the gun a little bit bigger, but I'm willing to, you know, make that whatchamacallit. All right, so here the Battleship Gray Lipsy's frame, Glock frame with the chrome slide, that has the Mini Valor direct mounted to the RMSC plate, and then it's got the Goombane pistol light on there. And dude, it's freaking rock solid, dude. That Mini Valor is, people sleep on the Mini Valor. I saw this video of this dude. He installed it on I think it was like what's that gay little Springfield that everyone likes to use? It's like a kitty cat
XD
or something.
The Hellcat.
Hellcat, that's what it is. And kitty cat. And he installed it on there and literally took it to a rock and was like tink 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 tink, smashed it. I mean, it had to be 50 plus times onto a rock directly, right? And it's funny because a lot of people were like, hey, so like what's the scientific purposes of this test? And there were none. It was just to see, you know, to literally break it and destroy it and, you know, push it to the, you know, whatever boundaries it could. Dude, I was blown away at how long it took for that optic to break being smashed directly on a rock. So yeah, that is going to be in the carry rotation as well, because that enclosed and it's like 239, 249, dude. For that price to get an enclosed emitter red dot,
I like the look of it better than the EPS. So
yeah,
money wise and all the features of it, I would go with that over an EPS.
Dude, and if I'm not mistaken, So, and I don't know exactly why, but the EPS and the EPS carry were both
Mhm.
removed from like multiple different law enforcement agencies approved optics list. I don't
Mhm.
know why. I don't know what was going on. If anyone's got more information on that, I would love to learn like why. The first thing I would jump to with enclosed emitters is something must be getting into it. There may be something that's compromised where it's causing like fog or whatever.
Sig probably told him that it was making the 320 go off. It had nothing to do with the Sig. It was
That's
probably
probably what it was.
yeah, it was probably the EPS's fault.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, Fluffy's got a mini Valor too. Nice. Yeah, it's dope. And so like versatility, like how versatile something is something I look for in not only firearms but also firearm, parts, accessories. So being able to pull, the mini Valor off of my shotgun and then put it on my MP5 and then pull it off of my MP5 and put it on a Glock and then put it on what, you know what I mean? Like that's having something that versatile is awesome. So yeah,
Very
that's where
cool.
it's at.
Did you know that Glocks now, and I think we had this discussion, but the cover plate on the newer Glocks is polymer.
Yeah.
It's no longer metal.
Yeah.
And it only comes with one plate instead of the pack of the 4 plates.
So none of my MOSs came with a pack of the plates. I had to buy them separately. Yes.
Mine did. My older one, like when Gen 5s were first coming out, they did.
But I also didn't adopt Gen 5 until way later than most folks did. The part as weird as it sounds, like as much as a like Glock head I am, and we can talk about the SIG 2 in a minute, but basically I was a little bit unsure of the cruciform being multiple pieces because if you look at the way that the old school cruciform is, it's all one piece right there where the striker and the cruciform meet. But in a Gen 5, it's like a little like lip. It's like that grabs onto it like this, and I was like, why would you take the strongest piece of your firing system and break it into 2 pieces? It was like when the Vishka came out and people are like breaking them down and doing videos and stuff, and it's like, hold on, you took your piston, BCG and bolt assembly and you did massive lightning cuts through your piston and bolt BCG assembly. Like why would you do that? Why would you take the most structurally sound piece of your firing system and drill freaking lightning holes through it? That just sounds so stupid to me. So it kind of gave me that vibe. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to wait on this a little bit. I did. I've been looking into Gen 6 Glocks, and I find that super interesting. Crucified the cruciform for real. Yeah. Live life, brother. Great to see you, man. Live life. So if you're out there, AR Drew, I'm looking for you because I'm looking for your info to send the waffle winner. And I've just been behind on stuff. My bad. And then Live Life. Was there something else you were waiting for? I feel like there's something else that I was supposed to send to you, or was that picture that you sent to me the stuff that I sent? Dude, honestly, all of you guys could totally get over on me right now. Because if anyone responds to me saying, hey, you were supposed to send me out I'll be like, okay, sorry, and then send it out. Like I know Red Dawn is going to be like, yeah, you were supposed to send me an Aegean and a Lumen and one of them new grips you've been printing, and what else was it?
I'm literally typing. I'm still waiting on my Lumen.
Yeah, right. I won 10 frames. That's what it was. Yes, you got it. So that's what I addressed in the beginning when I was
guys, we really
shouldn't.
shouldn't confuse Dark. It's just gonna postpone the packages more.
Yeah, it will just make it take so much longer. Everything is it's not physically in the mail, but everything got a whole bunch of extra swag added to it, and is going out. I may actually go drop it out at the after hours box tonight. The issue is that sometimes when I go out to the after hours box, sometimes I drive there and it's filled up. And if it's filled up, then I waste like 30, 45 minutes driving out there to just drive back home and have it picked up. Maybe a DLD patch. Dude, I hold on, Anthony, didn't I send you one at one point? Because I did run out. I literally only have 2 for myself just so I can put one on my rifle bag and one on my plate carrier. But I think I said I was going to find you one or something like that. You were supposed to send me a fight light upper. Yeah, that was my Lumen in the swag bag. I rocked that cross on my keys. Best addition to my EDC. Nice, man. I love that.
Yeah,
Heck
that picture's sick. Live life. It's got
No,
a cool
you-
picture of all of his EDC stuff.
Yeah, I did see that. He sent that to me. No, you were supposed to. Okay, maybe dang, maybe I gotta see if I have an extra one.
Good night, hot dog. Good seeing you, brother.
Good night, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the contribution, bro. It's a huge help, especially right before the first of the month when when my life seems to get a little bit more stressful for a few days. But all right, Anthony Smith, shoot me a reminder on IG or email, and I'll find something for you. If not, if I can't find a patch, I got a whole bunch of other swag stuff that I can send you out. And I don't know if all y'all saw, but the definition knives, keychains, all the different colors and sizes and all that. But now I got a whole freaking bag of them joints. There's like 300 in here, man.
You should print one for Rich that says DR, so it can be definition rives, and it can be like Dark Rich.
I should do FR and then do it sideways for Flying Rich.
Mm-hmm.
This one is the TPU one, so it's like
bendy,
squishy, flexible.
Nice.
Yeah, this guy's pretty cool. I know it's like no big deal. It's like what? It's just squishy, but it's so crazy to like 3D print something, take it off, and be like, dude. I printed. Where is it? I printed a bunch of like O-rings, gaskets. Nope, that's all stuff. Nope. Oh, dang, I don't know where they went. Anyway, so that's one of the cool things is like you're like, hey, I need a 37 millimeter, gasket to put one of the things, one of the cartridges together. Just CAD out your own O-ring, print it out in TPU, boom, done. So okay, or CrowdRaiser. CrowdRaiser may be making an appearance at Goals, but we'll see. But we were talking about the Grocks. So it actually took me a while to adopt Gen 5. And then when I finally did, I picked up the 19X was my first Gen 5. Technically, no, my 43X.
I was going to ask a question, but I had a discussion with someone today about the 19X.
Yeah.
Was there a Gen 3 19X?
No.
They're all Gen 5, right?
They don't say Gen 5.
They all have ambi slide release?
They all have ambi slide. Hold on. No.
No.
Hold on. They're in my sack. So they were basically hybrid between Gen 3, Gen 5, but it was never Gen 3 because the frame base is all Gen 5. The trigger components and all that, the
mag release.
Yeah, mag release. The dual reinforced recoil spring was Gen 4, Gen 5.
What's the cruciform like on all of them?
It's all Gen 5
components. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Besides the slide release?
Hold on. I don't know if it's ambi. Hang on.
There has to be. And then there's, because there is the new 19X, but do all the older ones like.
Hold on. Let me go get my sack.
All right. Before, and I'm asking the chat really, but before it became the threaded barrel MOS one, the new one, did they ever have front slide serrations or always no front slide serrations? That's what I thought. There were only two versions: the regular 19X, no front slide serrations, and I couldn't remember if it was ambi slide release or not.
Well, there were not front slide serrations on any of the 19Xs.
But the new one there is, though.
Yeah. Okay, yes, it is ambi. So the guts were Gen 5 and no finger grooves and all that, but the slide was very Gen 3-ish because it didn't have the front slide serrations. It didn't have
Which Gen
an
4s,
MOS,
some Gen 4s don't have front slide serrations.
all Gen 4s don't have slide serrations.
No, I've seen Gen 4s that do.
Well,
have them.
okay. So there are, but it's the same thing where it's kind of like caught in the middle of 4 to 5.
Yeah.
Right. So like there are Gen 4s that are marked Gen 4s that are MOS cut with front side serrations. It's the same thing as like you'll find like in the market like 26s with, you know, the standard like dual reinforced recoil spring with you know, they call it like Gen 2.5 where it has a flat extractor, so no LCI or loaded chamber indicator.
Yeah.
So
it's just I have to say the one knock on Glock is that trying to understand their models and numbers of their models is the hardest thing for people.
And
it makes sense because it makes no sense.
Have you ever noticed when you're like, oh, are you carrying the 45? I always say I'm carrying the Gen 5 45. I never say I'm carrying the 45.
There's no non-Gen 5 45.
So here's why I say that. Because we used to carry Glock 21s, Glock 30s, Glock, you know, 36s, and people be like, yeah, I'm carrying a Glock 45. Because it's a 45 caliber Glock. So the Glock 45 is a 9mm. The Glock 40 is a 10mm.
Oh, what's 4 plus 5?
I mean, it's 9, but I don't think that has. I don't think that's what they were going for. But then, like they'll, yeah, G21. That's what I'm saying. That was it is dumb. I agree, Sam. Man, good to see you, by the way. And the Glock 22, right? Glock 22, it's a 40 cal. It's like none of it makes sense. You know, it's ridiculous. And really, I don't even like calling it a model 45 because it's dude, I remember when my dad called me and he was like, hey, so I'm thinking about getting a pistol. And I was like, yes, right? Like I finally converted him, you know? And he's like, yeah, I'm thinking about getting a Glock. And I was like, well, you should get a Glock 45. And he's like, oh, I like the 45. And I'm like, well, no, it's it's a 9mm, you know, it's same thing for like people, you know, talking like you know, I think I'm going to pick up a 17. How many rounds does that carry? 17. Oh, is that why it's called a 17? No. Oh, why is it called a 17? Oh, well, we found out 30 years later that it was their 17th patent. Aside from that, we know nothing about anything, and everything is backwards, right? The Glock 20 is similar to a Glock 40, but the Glock 41 and 40 are similar but different calibers. One is 10, one's 45, and one's so yeah, it's crazy, it's confusing, it doesn't make sense, and I love all of them.
Same.
Yeah,
it definitely makes no sense for people though, and they're like, it's just funny. They come into the store all the time, and they're like, "So hold on, what? The 48, the 43X."
Yeah,
they just can't. I'm like, well, let me just tell you the features of every single one because these names are not going to help you in any way.
Tell me the caliber you want and the size you want. I'll figure out the rest for you. Because I don't know if you've seen the Glock 25. I don't know if you've seen that. There's like some videos people did it, and they're like, "Hey, I'm thinking about getting a Glock," and they're like, "All right, what are you thinking?" I don't know, maybe a 22. The 40 cal. What? No, I want a 22. Oh, that's the 44. Like, oh, the 44 isn't that a little big for me? Oh no, you're gonna do just fine with it. And they're like, whoa, okay. Well, what about a 40? Ooh, 10mm. That's, and you could tell they're like both speaking things. Yeah, like they think they're like 44, so they're thinking 44 Magnum. He's like, ooh, 22 LR, right? And then they're like, oh, Glock 40, and they're like, you know, so it's
That's hilarious.
yeah, it's crazy to see. Yeah, thank you
I think
guys, man. Thank you for the cash apps, y'all. I appreciate you guys so much.
it's awesome. Drew and Kurt24 hooked me up on Friday. We had a great stream on Friday night. We had a lot of fun. We went down memory lane for a long while.
Yeah, what kind of memory lane we talking?
80s, 90s, just when the world was normal-ish.
Dude, were you even
maybe
alive
maybe
in
just
80s?
yeah, of course.
Just kidding.
Not to mention everything I had in the early 90s was a hand-me-down
from the
from
80s.
like 83.
Dude, my brother is listening right now, and I didn't have stuff from the 90s until the early 2000s.
Me neither.
Yeah. And because my brother was, a decade older than me, and then I had several brothers and sisters in between him and I, but
Yep.
everything was, I was going to school wearing like Minnie Mouse shirts and stuff. Like no one needs
Well,
to know
I had
that-
I had all older cousins too, so like I'm the youngest of everyone in my direct line.
Mhm.
And so like I had, we talked about the movie Rad
you.
for a long time.
Good to see you, Joe.
Yeah, pre-Obama era. And
It was 90s was a good time.
but I had like boxes of the old 80s GI Joes and all that stuff that was all passed down to me.
Oh yeah, dude, the like the Star Wars Millennium Falcon, dude, that was in our
Mhm.
family. I think it's technically still in our family.
The
man,
OG big one that the
the
top
OG
comes
big-
off.
Yep.
Yeah,
Dude,
we had a kid in our neighborhood with one. We never got one, but we all went to his house all the time to play with.
Dude, it was crazy. And then like the there was like a street scene from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that was like a little like play area, and it had like this metal like ball you could swing that was like Shredder's ball that he dropped
Yep.
and it hit them. And that man,
I
that
actually
was
had
with us
that.
forever. Oh, did you really?
Uh-huh.
See, that's crazy, man. Because like nowadays, those toys are worth like stupid money, man.
Actually, we went to Goodwill a little bit ago because I'm telling you, toys are outrageously priced.
Yeah.
And they're crazy.
Oh, dude, that's where honestly the 3D printer is great for the kiddo when like
I believe it.
You tell her pick something out and print something out for like 45 cents.
Nice. Yeah, I mean Goodwill is like, it's weird because they have old toys that are better
And
for
it's like
super
$3.
cheap.
Yeah. And it's got like one of the old school like price stickers on there. It just says like 3 on it.
It does.
It is pretty nuts. But now like people know to go to thrift shops and Goodwill and stuff like that for good stuff like that.
So we got a Power Rangers Megazord, right? He's like 3 feet
really?
tall. And I couldn't remember what my son loves Transformers, and it looks like a Transformer, like other things are in this thing. And I asked Chat GPT, I'm like, what toy is this? Right? And it tells me right away. So I uploaded the picture of it. It tells me what toy. And then I'm looking and like there's people selling them for like $600. And I'm like, we just paid $13 for this toy at Goodwill. But I see why people would go and buy them all up and then go online and resell them like they're
for sure. Yeah, especially there's like companies that literally like rehab toys. And like they have the same like paints from that era, and they'll like repaint stuff and all that. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, Legos. What the kids are saying, no cap nowadays. Legos are almost as expensive as guns. Like a medium set is like $50, $60. Like these grown
for
up
one like this big.
Yeah, like just straight up like something to keep you busy for an hour and a half. And the crazy thing is like these super grown men that are like addicted to Legos. First, I don't get that. There's something interesting about that. I get it, and you know what? And I guess this is so bad because I don't want to sound like I'm like talking trash about people because like your thing is your thing, all right? But because honestly, people do it to us, right? Like if I were to go to like a social event and someone were to be like, "So what do you do for fun?" and I was like, "Oh, I go to the driving range and I hit balls with sticks," they'd be like, "Oh, that's so cool." But in that same moment, if I were to say, "Oh, I go to the shooting range and I put holes in paper," they'd be like, "Oh, you're a killer. You're a gun violence advocate." You know.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
why I made that one post where it says like, "What is your boss when your boss asks, what do you like to do on the weekends?"
oh
And you
yeah,
show like
yeah,
a highlight reel of like
yeah.
running around in plate carriers, driving trucks, shooting out of the windows.
Yes, you can 3D print Legos, but they're not Legos. They're block toys.
They're
So
Plegos. Printed
yeah,
Legos.
they can't actually write like Legos on it, but they are Lego compatible and you can absolutely print them very easily. They also have Lego compatible. See, that's honestly what they should call it, like Lego compatible stuff. But they do Lego compatible keychains. So like you could put like a little little 8 block Lego thing on your keychain or something. I don't know. Rip Curl, what's up, brother? Good to see you.
No, I mean when I was telling that story about the Megazord, it's like adults getting involved in toys ruins toys
Mm,
because they're the ones that drive the price ups, that go and steal kids' toys off a shelf and go online and list it for sale for
yeah.
$500. And it's like, bro, just let kids have
Just
toys,
sell
bro.
to another adult, by the way. Like
This is,
it's
oh god.
yeah, it's weird. It's especially with all the grooming and man, dude, we live in a terrible world, bro. Like we live in an
What?
absolute terrible world. And actually, I read this book. I don't know. Have you ever heard of the book, First John?
Dude, you guys just cash apped me?
Oh, Red
Thank
Dawn
you,
got Cash
man.
App too?
Yeah. Yo,
Hey,
Rad Drew the crew, Kurt, $25 cash app. And I'm guess
bro.
this is Hot Dog
Hot dog.
990 with a $50 cash app, bro. I
Hey,
appreciate you guys, man.
did
That's
it say top
amazing.
secret as well?
God bless you and your family, man. Thank you
That's
guys.
awesome.
And his was like more than 15 minutes ago. And Kurt, thank you, man. I
I
appreciate
bet
that, brothers.
they probably cash apped both of us at the same time because that's dude, you guys are awesome, man. Super supportive, dude. I appreciate y'all for real.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, dude. I want to do
Thank you so
something for you
much,
guys.
man.
I'm gonna work something out to do something for you guys on Thursday. So we'll do this. Any channel member on Thursday, and if you're just a channel member by Thursday and for Thursday, even if you cancel it after that, I'm gonna do something for channel members only on Thursday. And I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be something cool and it's gonna be something that you're gonna want to be a part of. So there you go. Channel members are gonna get a special something something on Thursday. So there you go. Hot dog was
Oh
very
man.
to the wrong person.
Nah,
Oh
I got
man.
it, brother. Thank you.
I'll
I
send
know
it.
he dipped out and went to bed, but yo, if you watch this later, hot dog, appreciate you, brother. I'll
That's
write you
awesome,
on
dude.
Instagram.
That's what I was gonna say because like I wouldn't be able to go to sleep wondering if I sent $50 to the wrong person or not, man. Dang, Robert Ham. So I actually did go to my place multiple times, and I think I mentioned it to you that when I went, it was closed and they changed their hours. And then another time that I went, I or no, I had gone back again after they'd already told me that it closed at 7:30 or something, and it was closed, and I forgot. So I have not been back there yet, bro. I'm so sorry. I'm such a dirtbag. But here's what I'm gonna do. Just because, bro, I have literally been in my house for like the last 2 weeks, aside from doing stuff for my daughter. I will go tomorrow. Pinky promise. Pinky promise. Extra care. Truth or dare. Whatever. that I will go tomorrow, because I know you took your time and whatever else you put into it, because I don't know yet, because the other guys won't tell me what you sent them because they don't want me to know the surprise, to do that, and that was super kind to you.
Oh, bro, you haven't got his package yet?
No, bro, no. I should have just
You're gonna
put
love
my
it.
home address out there. It's 244 Needy Road, NFA branch, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Don't listen to ATF headquarters.
ATF headquarters. That actually is the ATF NFA branch address. I know
Yeah.
because I've written
Don't
them.
mail my FRTs there, please.
Yeah, mail. I'll give you a different address to mail your FRTs to. Red Dawn Readiness LLC. I'm just kidding, dude. Okay, so let's back up to another thing. I do want to get to the Glocks. Okay, first off,
Tim Harper, your AR pistol's not there anymore, bro. It's over in Ukraine.
for real, yeah, right next to a blue Keltec Sub 2000. That thing is getting run hard. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. That's super kind of you, bro. Traveler, been stuck at home for a month. A local dealership is holding my car for ransom. What? But they don't want money. They just want to keep holding on to my car. Okay, no, something's weird about that. These nuts tactical, for real. That's what. Yeah, Traveler. So first off, the fact that your name is Traveler and your vehicle has been procured is interesting to me, because you're either going to have to change your name or go get your car back. Yeah, there's got to be something else going on there, because they want money. I promise you that. Even if they're saying they don't want money,
Traveler, what you do is you send them a bill for renting your car by
Yeah.
the day, and then they'll release your car.
What you should do is you should put your car for rent on Turo, right? And then print out the contract that you sign and all that you sign, and bring it to them and say, hey, to this point, this is what I rent my car out for. This is the daily rate of like $56. You guys have had it for X amount of days. So you could either release it, or you could pay X amount of bajillion dollars.
$356
per hour.
per hour.
I am a limousine driver. When I feed my car a mushroom, it turns into a limousine. So my car won't run. Dealer claims they are super backed up and just have not gotten to it yet. I call Bolshevik revolution on that.
Well, I just bought a second car, and
that's right.
It's a really good car. Yeah, I mean it's running great. Air conditioning works great. The gas gauge doesn't work, but I'm gonna get that fixed. So right now I'm just topping it off at the end of the day. Yeah. It's not the I forget what they call it. No, it's basically the pump that needs to be changed.
When you put the hand pump, when you're pumping gas, and you put it in there, does it stop when it's full?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's probably one of those small little sensors in there that needs to be changed out, which is like pretty inexpensive. There is a component that is extremely expensive. If you run your car to zero, to the point where it stops like multiple times, it will damage the sensor in there to the point where it's,
zero gun racks in my car. Zero.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't even own.
I'm gray man in the car.
I don't even own a gun, let alone multiple guns that would necessitate a gun rack. That's from a movie. For anyone out there that may or may not remember, I got you a gun rack. Oh, thanks. I don't even own a gun, let alone multiple guns that would necessitate a gun rack. Oh, it's so great. Anyway, okay, sorry. So Glock Gen 6. First off, let's hit the 320. It's gay. Moving along. Well, what's your thought on the SIG 320?
Shit design.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
What do you love about it?
that it exposed shit designs and that we all should use striker safety plungers in the slide forever. And if
Dude.
anybody comes out with another gun, party on, Garth.
It's from Wayne's World. There's my
Is it?
ponytail right there. I thought
Nice.
the ponytail was showing through the oh, it's going away. Anyway, yes, Putang, you were the first, but you'll not be the last. Blue Sub 2000. I do have a Blue Sub 2000, which is currently Stacy. You lost me 3 weeks ago. Are you mental? Dude, okay, so funny thing, my brother watches my shows, but he doesn't want to log into Google or YouTube, so he can't chat, so he texts me through the whole show. It's so funny because like a lot of times I'll miss what he's saying, and then after the show I'll go back and listen to all the Wayne's World excellent parties. Yes. Oh, that's great. So a shop that is local to me is currently showcasing my blue Keltec Sub 2000 with all the stuff on it, the beard guard so it doesn't shave you when you're running it, the 45-degree mount and the red dot, which is freaking dialed in spot on. And I think that's it.
Bushnell? It's a Bushnell?
It's a Bushnell. It is. And you know what? You know who sent me that red dot? Come out in PLA. Come out in PLA. Sent that red dot.
PLA. Nice.
Dude, man, freaking, you guys are awesome. What would I
What's
do
up,
without
Marconi?
you guys? Marconi, great to see you, brother. I need one of his setups, man. Dude, if you've seen,
I just need the Magwell. Oh, his slide's disgusting.
The Magwells, I got 2 of his Magwells. I freaking love them. And they'll fit on Polymer 80 frames, Glock Gen 3, and I think maybe Gen 4. At least Gen 3 frames. They'll fit on strike frames. They'll fit on, it's like everything, basically. Not everything, but lots of stuff. Every single Gen 5 Magwell that I have has failed. Which I want to send my EDC gun out to Fat Rooster, and I was actually about to, and then I found that my magwell, I took out my handgun, and my magwell was bent all the way forward of the lip on the pistol.
Yeah, I mean, I think a metal one that clamps is going to be the best design.
Yeah. But even
for Gen 5,
even that, like, if that gets pulled down past the front lip, because it doesn't really have
it'll bend the back.
It'll snap it. That actually happened to a guy that that had a strike frame, which you can't replace. They don't make them anymore, and he had a metal magwell on his strike frame, and it like bumped into like his truck bed or something like that. And it freaking snapped the bottom off of his strike frame.
That
does suck. Let me see. Where's the image I wanted to show you guys here? Because I've had a handful of people reach out to me about this.
While you're looking, I did get the Koa.
Oh yeah. How do you like that?
Wow. I got to do a pistol course this weekend with it, and I
what do you
love
want
it.
for that slide? What do you want for that with the Koa?
4 Gen 5 Glock 45s.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, they're in the mail.
Perfect. As soon as I get them, I'll mail the Koa.
As soon as I have them all in my hand.
Yep.
Okay, okay, I guess this is kind of a funny picture. I should share with you guys too. To all the guys that say they're shooting their guns. Hold on. Share screen.
Duramax fuel system is a joke and a poor design. If the CP4 pump fails, it sends trash through the injectors. Mike, I wonder, Mike, we're gonna have to talk about this.
My question would be: are you really shooting your guns? When you say you shoot your guns, are you whenever Dark checks his mail?
No, it's not the question of are you shooting your guns. The question is, are you cleaning your guns?
Oh, we don't clean around here. Okay,
The question is, are
2,330
you putting a
rounds.
little bit of Vaseline on your light at all? Are you
Oh no, we don't do that.
maintaining your guns?
Nope. I told y'all that I had a TLR 1HL go down. This is the one that went down. But here's the funny thing. Imagine
No,
having to buy Snap-on tools. Really, Glocks are the like equivalent to Snap-on tools. I mean, obviously without like the warranty and all that, but you don't need the warranty because they just always work forever, for life. Actually, Glock was working on a system for their 6th generation, and because an item in the system failed at a particular round count, they weren't satisfied with it, so they're revamping it. Guess what the round count was?
on which gun?
So they're working on the Gen 6 system, and it was a component within the frame. So it's a modular frame, right? So let's say if you picture the dust cover, trigger, grip, you
Just
can pull
like,
the dust cover off like the OZ9. Yes, like the Zev OZ9. You can pull the dust cover off, you can pull the grip off, and you're left with this little like midget that's like smaller than a 26, right? And
47,000 rounds.
75,000 rounds. Because it failed at 75,000 rounds, they weren't happy with it, so it was back to the drawing board. Nice. And then what they did is they reinforced more steel in the front.
Do you feel better about the cruciform
now? No, I still don't trust it. Yeah, I do. Honestly, yeah, that's kind of the funny thing. It's like, do you think Ruger and Magpul, when they got together on the RXM, were like 75,000 rounds? That won't cut it. No, I think honestly they were like, 40,000 rounds. Woohoo! Let's do this.
Did you watch the Geisley 100,000 round video I sent you?
I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, but I am eager to.
Very impressive.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, man, a lot of people disagree with this statement, but I'll be straight up. I believe that the Geisley Super Duty is probably the best direct impingement gas gun that you can get factory on the market for the price point that you can get them in. And what I mean by that is if you go buy one full price $25.99, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you can still get them for $1,400 to $1,600 here.
Do you know the question of like, would you rather have 5 PSA rifles or a Super Duty? Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather have 10 Geisleys or 3 Knights armaments?
10 Geisleys.
That's not, yeah, like
straight up.
Straight up.
For many reasons, but
that's a million rounds before they're gonna fail.
Yeah, and plus, even if because things can break, right? There could be lemons. Steel is hardened and some is inconsistent. There's a million things
can be inconsistent. All kinds of stuff.
Stuff can literally just fall on a rock and freaking break. So there's a million things that there could be problems with. Here I just found the figures from the Glock patents, but I guess we're kind of already on to the next thing. But 100%, I would rather go for the Super Duties, not because I'm a Geisley cuck and I only like Geisley stuff. It's because of performance. I wouldn't care if the name was, like Harry Bush and Co. Like I don't care.
I would actually enjoy it.
That would actually be pretty cool. Yeah, even if it was called like Bill's Rifle.
Are you running that Harry Bush?
Yeah, I'm running that Harry Bush hard, bro.
Day in and day out.
Day in, day out. Can't stop, won't stop. Dang, dude. I really got to do something about these files. Where Man, I don't know where in the world the file went. Either way, dang, it's got to be somewhere, dude. I'm literally. This is crazy. Yeah, I gotta find a better way to do this. Oof, that's the bullet wounds. Oh, we were gonna do story time too. Dang it. Yeah, I suck at this, guys. Sorry.
I'm excited for Gen 6 Glocks.
Me too.
I just am not big on modular anymore. Like the only thing I think modular is what Gen 5 did to me is enough. Like the frame, you can change the slides. Perfect. The internals, all the same. The most of the components in the slides, the same.
Yeah.
You know, like when a gun lasts as long as a Glock, it's like if you have two of them, you're probably good for the rest of your life. So it's like
Probably. That's kind of the thing, though. It's like if it is a lifelong purchase, then wouldn't you prefer to have some modularity with it?
no.
I would love to have some modularity with my Glock.
Eh,
If Gen 6 is as good or better as Gen 5, and we're proven that like longevity and blah 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 is all good to go, then yeah, would I rather have a Glock that I could switch into a, you know, from a 26 to a 19 to a 17 to a
yeah,
excuse me,
because
to a
it's not like you
34 to a
don't have all of
17L.
them anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I can literally pull it off. I don't have a 17L. If there was one, there's two things that I want right now, and I'm not in the purchasing mode right now. I'm in the selling
Tell the
everything.
truth. If you,
mode.
as you, are like, today I want to carry a 26, are you going to start taking apart your grip and do this? Or are you
No,
just
I'm
going to
just
go
gonna
grab
my
a 20?
26.
That's what I'm
If I,
saying.
yeah, but I'm me though. You know, like that sounds so weird to say.
So
I'm me though. Most people aren't me. Most people didn't work in the industry, get stupid discounts. Some companies send them stuff, so it's
for
it's
sure.
different. When that's like the only reason why I have all this stuff. It's funny because I guess like a lot of people are like, he must be so wealthy. It's like, nah, bro. I have stuff. That's it. Working in the gun store for 5 years, working alongside the industry for a long time, doing content creation, going to, you know, also like, dude, CMMG sent that can to me. I still had to pay for the $200 tax stamp. Oh, dude. And then I went to go do the paperwork, and then I forgot about the $100 transfer fee. I was like, it's like, of course I'm happy to pay that.
Yep.
But
Our store is 125.
woo, for an NFA item.
Yep. Apparently they charge them. So like it's not free for them to accept an NFA item.
Yeah. I don't know who charges who. I just know that I have to pay. as a-hole-ish is it's actually why you're poor. Yes, that's exactly right. Okay, hold on.
I definitely am not buying anything, guys.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. All right. So for the people that had asked, some folks had asked about the first question I got was what's the sight system that you're using on your Glock? So we're going to show that off. So I'll open this
Sight system.
Yes, the system I'm using for sights.
Angry Bear Arms just sent me out the sights for the Glock Koa. So if you guys do have a Glock Koa out there, I am very pleased with the Angry Bear Arms sights, which are actually on every single Glock that I have now.
Dude, I'll be real. The Angry Bear Arms sights are not good. They're excellent. They're great.
They're fantastic.
Yeah. So what people don't know is that Angry Bear Arms does a lot of white labeling. so much white labeling that you may mistakenly think that other companies are doing white labeling. Like, that's weird. My Angry Bear Arms says night vision on it.
What was cool is they actually said Angry Bear Arms on the top of the sites now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So they're not white labeling, then grabbing their white labels and selling their white labels. They're
There's some stuff
branding
that
off.
they're actually branding them. That's dope. Oh, did I download this? Okay, all right. Quick commercial break.
Who was born in America? Who went to P. Diddy freak-offs? Who hates white people the most? Who gives better head? Who has STD? Who drowned the chef? Who hates America? Who has a bigger penis?
Dude, that's good. That's good.
Stupid son of a bitch.
Dude, there's just some things, man, that I don't know how people just have the creativity to do. I would not be able to do that with a straight face and voice like the way that chick did it.
It sounded like a little bit of an AI voice.
It might have been, but I don't know. It was on point. The thing about the AI voices is you hear the emphasis on the wrong syllables. You know, it's like it's all over the place, dude. Okay, so these Chick-fil-A commercials that are all over the place. It's like, hi, I'm a Chick-fil-A employee, and I like dipping my chicken into the sauces, and it's so good. It's like, dude, okay, you either literally just
do you love highly chemically processed chicken full of fillers and injections?
The problem is, unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Fortunately, some members of the media
Some members of the media use their platforms
To push their own personal bias. To push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Dude, that'll never get old.
No.
I mean, that's like, if you're ever curious, man. The tritium with the chameleon PVD on the Geisler is night fishing. Nice. That's what's up. Okay. Oh, my bad. I was doing the thing. Okay. So there's one. Let's pull this up. Screen share. Okay. So Drewski had first asked about the sights. So I'll show the gun first. This is an AI background.
Oh yeah.
Because I didn't have any deserts nearby me.
Well, when you get the cover plate for the RMR, it comes with the front sight.
Yes, so it does come with the front sight. However, that front sight is an Angry Bear Arms front sight.
Sick.
I kept that, and this is okay. And this also has the new Shogun trigger. So if you see, dude, I love how the here it is.
Is it the trigger shoe? The Shogun trigger shoe?
Just the trigger shoe. So everything is OEM on it, but I changed the trigger shoe.
Did you put the shoe on the Glock performance trigger?
On the performance trigger, yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's fire, dude. It's so fire. And I was tempted. I was like, maybe I should put the trigger shoe on an OEM like Gen 5 set. And I was like, you know what? I think I can freak this, because it's the Gen 5 performance trigger is different geometry. So what I was concerned with is like, well, is there a reason it's different geometry? Is this not going to fit or work? And then I was like, well, hold on.
It works.
Standard Gen 5 triggers work in it, so it has to, right? So dude, the different geometry of the Shogun trigger, the way you can just bring it all the way back to the wall, and it's just like,
if you put a ghost bar in there too, it will really
So it's supposed to have the 3.5 pound OEM connector in it. I haven't made any additional adjustments to it.
I'd slap a ghost bar in there and call it a
Yeah,
day.
maybe. I don't know. I haven't messed with it. But I mean, it's just so now it did take some breaking in first because when I first got it, I was like, man, this isn't even impressive at all. And that's when they were like $100, $119. It was before you could get them for like 75, $85. But dude, the different geometry, it just pulls different, it feels different. The Shogun trigger shoe.
Short break.
Yes, dude. It's I've never been the trigger shoe guy. I've never. All of my other Glocks are all standard OEM triggers, and I just run them until they feel good. But this, dude, especially with the burnt bronze Radian, with the burnt bronze trigger on that thing, woof, dude, it's straight fire. So this system right here, and I will actually pull. Let me see. I'll zoom in on this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to zoom in on this one. So let's drop that for a second. So, well, here, I'll do this. So here's what I did for the people that had asked. Let me zoom in on the actual picture here. Where is it? There we go. All right. So this is, dang it. What did I just do? All right, so if you see right here, there's no rear sights, okay? And in another picture, you'll be able to see. So what I did is I got the burnt bronze Radiant afterburner. So it has the Radiant afterburner barrel, the Radiant afterburner brake, and that's bolted on by that bolt right there in the front. And then I got, obviously, the Glock Performance trigger that has the Shogun trigger shoe on it with a Glock Performance trigger, with the OEM magwell, and then I got the Lone Wolf OEM style +2s, and the RMR, which I got from Integrity Firearms, a really good deal. Shout out to him.
Love that guy.
And yeah, he's awesome, man. And this is the Radian MOS plate with the RMR guard. Now they do make them for other optics, so if you're running like the Holosun 507C or whatever, they make them for a bunch of other optics now. It comes with this crazy watertight freaking mounting plate with like reverse. If you think of how an optic is installed, reverse it. The screws go in upside down first, and they're coming up through the RMR, and you put bolts on top, and you crank down the bolts, and it pulls the plate and the RMR together, and then it gives you this machined aluminum guard in the front, and then they give you a sight delete for the back. So you actually tap in a sight delete that makes it look flush, and then the rear sights go in the back of this RMR guard. And then I have the front sight here, which instead of switching to the black blade that comes with the Radian, I kept the tritium sight from Angry Bear Arms because they're excellent.
The yellow?
Green and white. But so a minute ago when I was like, Angry Bear Arms aren't good, I was making a joke that they're not good. They're great. So hopefully you guys out there get that. They're
really cool people.
Yeah, man. They're some of the awesomest people. All right, so there's this one. Okay, so here's the image here. So if you look here, this is the sight delete on the rear of the slide, and then these are the bolts here. Whoops. These are the bolts here. So these bolts go over the upside down screws, and that pulls the Radian guard and the RMR tightly together.
So is it a screw that goes, like the bolt goes underneath and then the screw goes into the, like it screws in? Or
so think of it like this. So think of like when you put the MOS plate down, it has screws installed in it coming up. And then you set that in first, and it has two screws coming up. You push the RMR down, so the screws are coming up through the RMR holes, and then you sink bolts on top and tighten them down. So it's bolted down. There's more leverage pulling it down pulling them together. And you got to make sure that you properly, that you torque it to the correct spec and all that, because it's easy
But
to
you
get
still
out of
screw
control.
the plate to the slide.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And then of course I also have the Streamlight TLR7 HLX. So it's a nice 1000 lumen single cell light. And because it's a single cell, they do burn batteries quickly. So what I started doing is I will literally carry around a couple of the SLB9s in these little 3D printed
I need some of those.
CR123 cases. Yeah, dude, when they go on sale, you can get them for pretty cheap. So
I mean the cases.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I got you. I'm thinking about printing one in TPU, making it squishy. Probably airtight and watertight too, but I'll have to test it. But what was the other thing? Oh, so let me get a different angle so I can show you the sights here. I think it's in another picture. Hold on. There you go. Okay, this is perfect. Scusi. So
Let's just say real quick, the Radiant Afterburner is unbelievable.
It is. Let me say this. I am not the type of dude to drop nearly $600 into a $600 Glock, right? There's got to be a damn good reason.
600?
Well, so hold up. Radiant Afterburner, the bronze was like 409, right?
Okay.
And then
the plate system.
The plates, it was like 189. So
Gotcha.
I mean, it was like literally almost $600 before shipping tax and all that. And I mean, it's a lot.
It's
dude,
worth it though, bro. Let's be honest with you.
Absolutely. 100%.
There's no other Glock pulling off the shelf that you're like that investment changed the gun completely in a way that just takes
completely. At least a 33% reduction in recoil and muzzle flip. Like, it is insane. When I was, so if you guys look at the 2 most recent shooting videos that I put up, it was silhouette in the middle, and it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbered targets on the side, right? So I'm sitting here and I'm shooting, and it's like, boom, 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 boom. I literally was like to the 1, 2, 3. So there's 8 little like 4-inch circles, and it's like 7 to 10 yards away, and it was just like 6 shots like a bill drill, right? And then it was just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's just like you're just tearing up the target, and it's like it's barely moving. And then I switched back to the Battlefield Green Gen 545 with the ports and the cuts and the slide and stuff. And I shot that, and although it was great and it felt great, and everyone that shot it is like, dang, that thing is crazy, still it's at least 10, maybe 15% less felt recoil and muzzle flip out of the Radiant. Maybe it's the weight, maybe it's the I don't know, a combination of a couple things, but man, it's kind of crazy.
I sent you a picture of mine if you can pull it up.
Okay, yeah, I'll pull it up. Let me show this last image here. Okay, so this is the image of the Radiant. You gotta excuse the dust and fuzz on the RMR.
I like those cuts on the front,
dude. It's so nasty. So those are for traction. So if you're like slamming it to rack it in like wet wood or something like that, or the serrations on that thing are just crazy, dude. And this is probably the only Glock that I've got this much money into that I would actually carry on the daily base, and it's painful because it's like, man, if I get into an incident, like, I don't want this gun to be the one to go. This is also my dad's Glock, and the reason I put this stuff into it was because it was like, this is like got me feeling like that Armor of God feel, right? Like, this was my dad's gun this has like every possible improvement that you could make to it and still keep the gun as close to factory as possible. Everything else is OEM. For anyone that may be thinking like, well, Radiant isn't OEM. You're right. It's performance parts. Performance parts, some people would say, are even better.
That's a
than
close one,
OEM.
Garen. That's a close one, Garen. I
What's
can't
that?
lie. He asked Ramjet versus Metal Carry Comp, and I have both.
Mm.
So I would
Yeah.
say the Metal Carry Comp, shockingly, is crazy flat. It's a great shit. The one thing about the Glock is I don't know. I like the little bit of added length. I can't even tell you. I guess now, especially that I have the Koa on there, it's like, I don't know. I would choose the Glock over the Metal Carry. Like if you said, here's a Glock with a Ramjet or the Metal Carry Comp, I'm taking the Glock with the Ramjet. Not that like the Smith & Wesson Metal Carry Comp isn't awesome. It is. It's just not a Glock. But that would probably be after a Glock without a Ramjet. I'd still take a Glock without a Ramjet over it. Like I just would. I like the Metal Carry Comp. For me, I've actually gotten away from like metal guns. Like to me, the weight of carrying it is not. I like everything is light and slim and fast as possible. It's a great gun. It's right now I'm letting it live in my safe right next to my Glock with the Ramjet because those are two guns that I don't want nothing to happen to.
Yeah, but if you had to grab one and you knew that you were going to have to use it, you're going to grab the M&P, aren't you? If one was going to be taken by law enforcement.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. There's just something so special about the Glock with a Ramjet. And
I would take I'd rather, I mean, I have a couple extra Glocks, so I probably would just take a normal Glock. But like if there were 3 guns on the table, Glock with a Ramjet, Glock without a Ramjet, and a Smith & Wesson, the Smith & Wesson would still be my last choice because it's not a Glock.
Yeah.
Like Glock, you guys have heard the stories. We've gone over this a zillion, drillion times. But the fact, like, okay, we're at the gun range at the pistol course, and this guy comes all the way from Jacksonville to Orlando, and I felt terrible for him. And luckily, there was someone like me there. But he had a P80 build with a Ramjet, and it slides, like stove piping. Then I forget what we did. I changed the recoil spring, and then it was locking back after every round. So
you know what that is? I'm sorry, I just gotta add this in.
Hold on. Let me finish
the trigger. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm like, at first I'm like, because it's a pistol class, like I kind of wanted to just stay in, but we had 2 different groups that we were alternating. So like when we went back, I'm like, let me take a look at this thing because I hate, like, I need to know, right? Like I needed it. Yeah. So I take it apart, and it's the slide lock. Is the spring the way he had it in the little loop spring was not where it needs to be, so it would lay flat, and it was popping up after every time the slide. So I just I popped the pins out, fixed that, took the locking block off, fixed the slide release. The rest of his day ran flawless. And and the first thing I did was like get the OEM spring, and then let's put this back in because he had the spring kit and he's trying these different springs. They probably still would have worked, but I was like, get the OEM spring, let me fix that, and boom. Rest of the day ran flawless.
Dude, and that's why you got to run your stuff before you do anything with it. Like, dude was probably carrying that gun for a minute and maybe didn't know that he had those problems with it, you know. And same thing, like Rooster was like, yo, send me that Glock, and we'll Cerakote it and stuff, and I can't wait to send it to him. But remember, I hadn't shot for like 3.5 months, and I was like, yo, I'm super excited to get this Cerakote work done, and I'm not going to send it out until I know this system works like 100%. And then, of course, the moment that I knew that it worked 100%, I started carrying it because it's, dude.
You could have just asked me. I mean, I already had one when I was running. I told you.
I know,
man.
but what if mine didn't, right? Like how many times have you seen dudes build the same stuff and one of them not work and the other ones did, you know? So this is the rear sights are installed inside the RMR guard here, and then the front sight. So the sight that I already had installed in on the gun happened to be the same exact height as the black front blade Radian, which honestly does look super dope because it has those crazy serrations in it too. So I kind of wanted to switch to that, but I was like, man, I really want the tritium. It also keeps the sights super low, and doesn't, you know, they don't take up too much of your you know, field of view, which I like as well. Apparently the new Gen 6 Glocks are going to be super low, basically flush fitting optics mount directly to the slide, to where you could use standard sights and not have to use any you know, elevated night sights or anything like that. My question though is, if they do that, then are they going to have slides that are RMR cut, and then slides that are RMSC cut, and slides that are acro cut, and slides that, so I don't know, but that's what they're saying. And I got an issue with that too, by the way. But here, go ahead. You were going to say something.
Well, I mean, I have an A cut slide, and so I'm never running anything on it besides an A fit optic, and there's only one on the entire market. So
For now,
it's yeah. I mean, I doubt anyone will make an. I mean, maybe somebody will, but I doubt it. And I actually took it off today, and there's no like recoil lugs, which you would think of like a raised lug. There's none of those in there.
Yeah, but it's a
because
different system. Yeah,
it is a different
wedged.
system. Yeah, it's wedged in there, so like it definitely isn't coming out forward, and it's definitely not coming out backward. And then there is like a regular acro, like a big, almost like the MOS, like a big
like a
bar in the middle.
But there's also there's a couple things, and there's other stuff. There's other things on the MOS too. So recoil bosses, recoil lugs are super important. However, there are other systems out there that do not use them that have been proven to be 100% effective. One of them also being the Koa. Obviously, that's over the past year or so has been, you know, pretty solid. I haven't seen anything about any of them failing. But the Shadow Systems, dude. The Shadow Systems mounting system, your optic is held in by a polymer wedge. That's it. It is a polymer wedge, and then your screws are put in there, and it just works. I don't know. I mean, in Shadow Systems, they do a pretty good job. Oh, hold on, I didn't see. My bad. People are sending me stuff.
Josh, I am guessing you were carrying a hybrid carry comp with a 15 round polymer FDE lower, and that's my guess. Black
dude, Marconi, come on, bro, come on, you can't be out here doing this stuff. Okay, so Marconi just sent me something. This is Marconi sending me a video of his Marconi V2 slide with the chunk port and the little tiny
I've seen it.
Dude,
if it's the one I'm thinking of, I've probably seen it.
I'm just gonna say I need one of these very badly, and
me too.
He's been hounding me about doing a DLD version. So they had like the Angry Sarge version, the P80 Ralph version, and like other, and I still have not been like, yeah, let's pick something and
give him another 2 weeks, Marconi, and then if he don't take you up on it, I got you, bro.
Yeah, all I need is 2 weeks. All right, so this is look at that. It's basically, dude, it's like a Radian afterburner, but it is built into the slide and barrel, and it is, for the price of an afterburner, you get the slide and the barrel
That's
He's
fire.
got the
Marconi, I'm
Thompson.
telling you, if you haven't seen me shooting, you want my bear paws shooting that Marconi slide, I'll make it even flatter than that.
It is pretty nasty, man. Dang. They are gonna be at goals also. Who's gonna be at goals also? Oh, hold on. I just saw your picture. Frederick
G19 MOS with a SES. That's exactly what is on my hip right now. Black Diamond Guns and Gear, Josh.
That's that bad boy right there. Right? Yeah, that's the dude. That black
Is that a
multicam.
19?
That's a 45.
We're
Dude,
19,
I love the SCS, man.
I
That's been a
love the
great
SES.
optic.
It's on my metal carry comp. Also,
I want the Koa. I'm not gonna lie, I want the Koa, and I want to holler at your boy tomorrow.
Are you looking at my picture?
But yeah, that's why I'm pulling it up right now. unless you don't want me to show it. I mean,
Oh, of course I do.
Hold on.
I got it completely for free, and I'm amazed and blessed. Yeah,
so that's funny. We do have very similar setups. That's
very
yeah,
for sure.
the Koa sites. He didn't put your name on it.
Nah, the first batch. He had my logo on it. He had my name. It was super sick. He's just been
Angry
getting
Bear
them all.
Arms. Caleb, you're getting too comfy, bro. I'm just kidding.
Dang. Nah, those sites are awesome. I did a post in the dark. They are so bright tritium. They're not distracting in any way. They're just freaking perfect.
Garen, I would run a 9mm USP for real. And honestly, I may even be Lynchpin. What up? I honestly would probably be willing to run a USP 45 too. Those are just cool guns, but yeah,
I love H. I actually said today I think H&K is probably the best gun manufacturer of all time.
Yeah, I would love a VP9 too. The VP9, man, I just shoot with. Well, hold on. The VP9 with the flat backstrap. I shoot that thing like a laser beam, freaking laser beam. Okay, so walk us through what you got here.
Very similar to yours. I mean, I have the regular Glock trigger with a Ranger proof, upgraded takedown slide lever.
And did you say they were using pins now? Or are they using screws on their trigger shoes, or how are they?
It's like a pin with a thread, so it pins in, and then the thread holds it in. But I Loctited the snot out of them, and they also changed the finish on them. So like, you know how you get some screws that are like, they have that matte black, like when you order a high-end scope, you'll see the finish on the screws are much different than a cheap scope.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like a matte sticky finish. So it's like you get them in. It's not like it just, you can turn it real easily. Now it's like you each turn, so they're not going to back out. But I mean, they are screws, so nothing is foolproof. But yeah, I had one fall out one time, and I lost my trigger dingus, and I hit them up, and they sent me all their new screws, and I was like, wow, these are black and look different than the first set I got a few years ago. And I like them better. I swapped out. They sent me a bunch of screws, so I swapped them, all the ones that I had that were the old ones to the new ones, and Loctited them. And but yeah, anyways, that's the Glock Koa with the Angry Bear arm sights, Radiant Afterburner, Ranger proof trigger shoe, Timber Creek mag release, extended slide release, half cut back strap, and what kind of grips are those again? Talon grips. The grip tape Talon grips. Dude,
the 19X mag.
Yeah, 19X mag and a Strike Industries magwell.
Does anyone not carry 20 rounds in their Glock? Like, I feel like 20 rounds is the new minimum for 2025.
No, I mean, like EDC, I carry 17. Every now and then I'll carry 15.
I'm just kidding.
Like I know for a fact I'm dusting somebody. I'm not.
do you
I'm not doing
usually-
the AK hiding like this. Like
Oh,
I
no,
will stare death in the face, but I promise you, I'm gonna A box your ass.
Yeah, even if I go with you.
Even if I go with you.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, I mean, look, we talked about this literally just the other day or no, that was today. That was today.
Mhm.
It was that donut operator video where the dude was surrendering with one hand up, and it was like, oh, that other hand is doing something, right? So dude busts out with like a Jennings or Davis 25 or 32 or 380, whatever it
Speaking
was.
of that linchpin, speaking of the Raven 25 auto,
Yeah, for
that's
real.
what this guy had today, and he didn't hit nothing with this.
He did not win. He did not win.
He got dusted.
Dude busted out a Glock with an acro, and yo, my man had a taser, both hands, okay, both hands, and he was giving commands while looking at it, dude, telling it who had already run, right? He had already run, and his other hand was doing something. I honestly think he was trying to flick the safety off, because if you guys know those older firearms like that, they have these old like almost like cantilever style safeties where you have to push it's like a high point safety, right? It's a very thick piece of metal that you have to push all the way down. It's not just like something you can right? It's not like that. So I think he was like manipulating the safety or something, and dude drew, and he was fast, fired 2 shots. Yo, I swear to goodness, in under a second, probably 0.5 to 0.8, somewhere like that. I don't know exactly how because I can't track the time counter to the like 10th of a second, but somewhere in 0.5 to 0.8 seconds, my man dropped the taser, went to his holster, opened up a freaking, hold on, let me pull this down for a second, opened up a freaking level 3 holster. So that means you're moving the SLS lever and you're hitting the ALS lever and drawing, and put 2 to 3 rounds dead center with a Glock with an acro right in homie, and it was a wrap. I mean, it was so quick and smooth. I don't care. I know you're licking the boot, and I don't know. I'm talking about gunfighting. I don't care about who did what. It could have been the other way, reversed, and I would have been like, kudos. Obviously, bad dudes doing bad stuff to good people is no good, but still, we need to acknowledge good gunfighting skills regardless of who they come from, and learn lessons in any way that we can, because anyone that is going out with a camera attached to their body and getting engaged in gunfights and then bringing the video back for us to review, yo, we need to take advantage of that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was very well played. I do think he got lucky that the guy didn't draw a Glock 19 or just any normal
Anything
like,
else.
anything that didn't look like that gun looked. But you know, he did it in time, and I had a nice run on my pistol class, and had a 0.88 draw the first shot, and a 5 reload 5 in 8.71.
Nice. I saw the video.
But my boy, he did it in like 6.7 with a couple flyers, but still, it's fast. 6 seconds with 2 reloads is fast.
Luminous, think about this for a second. What use are those gunfighting skills when we don't live in that world? We live in the world where they're threatening to lock up people they deem to be a threat to themselves. A list you're all on. Well, then, when they come to get you, you better be highly skilled in gunfighting.
I'm like,
It seems like,
there's only one way to go out, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. In other news, well-known Z-list YouTuber in Virginia was killed today.
God forbid.
I'm just
God
kidding. No,
forbid.
I'm joking. I would never do it.
I mean, they're not the only enemies. That's what, you got to understand is, yes, that is one component of society. if you're a Catholic, you're on a list. Like they were putting everybody on lists. It
Yeah,
don't matter
yeah.
if you bought a Bible, you got put on the list. So you might as well be able to fight at least other bad guys that you might encounter, because
That's
you know
that's what
they're
this is
not the
all
only
about.
bad people in the world.
Yeah, like obviously it's a joke. Like I'm not saying to do anything or go do anything or do anything if there is a knock at someone's door. Like he's saying, like, did God tell you to harm one another? Of course not, right? Like, and I'm saying only like accept a fight if it is a righteous fight, right?
For
But
sure.
if you're out in the world and you run into a situation where the only thing that you can do to preserve the life of your loved ones and your own life is to engage in a gunfight, then you better be like Picasso with the paintbrush. You better be like the absolute best, most focused, thorough, just like I'm just saying there's no reason to not
I
be
mean,
an
Russia
excellent
could hit
marksman.
us with an EMP and society could be at its heads. And the last thing you're going to worry about if society's broke down is the government, because everybody's going to be out of their minds. So you're going to
Yeah.
be worried about all kinds of people. And then if you survive that, then you'll worry about the government at the next boss that you'll face. The first
The
boss,
next final boss.
yeah,
Well,
the
and it
first
could
boss
be-
will be everyone in society breaking down.
Yeah. And you never know what that fight could be. The fight could be neighbors, unfortunately, right?
Could be.
Especially if they've seen you, pulling up to your house, pulling out cases of MREs, or I bring my gun belt and gun cases, and get shipments of stuff. I mean, who knows what people see or notice, right? So like, it could be neighbors, it could be goons, it could, dude.
Bro, you have to
talk
carry
about
a
that.
gun and you have to be good with it, dude. You have to.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So Lynchpin says, and you know what, Lynchpin, I'm glad you brought that up, because I thought that was Devil's Den in Gainesville, Florida. I didn't realize there's a Devil's Den there. The devil's everywhere. But I guess look up Devil's Den, Arkansas. Yeah, I saw that. 2 people stabbed to death on a trail. Their 2 little kids got away. Bro, there was another guy, he just stabbed 11 people at a Walmart. Like, and he got stopped by someone with a gun. So like, you need combat skills in general. Gunfighting, fist fighting, like,
and be in good enough shape to be able to fight if you need to. So hold on. So what's the situation? I'm not hip to the situation.
So there were 2 people stabbed on Devil's Den, Arkansas. And they were on a trail with their 2 kids, and they were both stabbed, and their 2 kids ran away and got away like Hansel and Gretel. And then at a Walmart this past week, 11 people were stabbed by a crazy dude with a knife. Then obviously we had New York, where which I'm hearing a lot of mixed reports on this New York story.
Yeah, that's been all over the place. And that was definitely not a can. That was the bungee sling.
Yeah, definitely not a can.
Yeah.
Just early reports coming out and stuff like that. But they are tooting the horn about body. We need to ban body armor.
It's already illegal in New York. It is literally illegal, dude. Okay, ARs illegal in New York. Okay, body armor illegal in New York. What did the dude have? Like, this is okay. For anyone that's willing to engage in any dialogue with you, if you're having these conversations and they're like, we need to ban rifles. First off, we've talked about this before. Like, all rifles were responsible for less than 400 deaths in the prior year. Actually, I think that was 2023 numbers, but still, going off of that alone, under 400 deaths. We're talking like, if bed sheets, accidental strangulation from bed sheets, comforters, and pillowcases, more than 10x's. Rifles, all long guns, shotguns, all long firearms with long barrels and stocks. Okay, then you take AR-15s.
I wonder if you compare the number of AR-15 deaths over the last 5 years to Jabberwockies.
Dude, we're already so far beyond that. Like it'd be crazy.
It'd be crazy, but no one wants to ban that.
No. But if you talk to people and they're willing to engage in a conversation about this, and if you were to be able to say like, hey, like what about what if there was something even more dangerous, right? What if there was something out there more dangerous than AR-15s? You
Like
know,
cars,
or like let's say fentanyl. You know what we need to do?
What about fentanyl?
We need to make sure fentanyl is illegal. Oh, it is. Like there is no. It's just crazy that they'll take these stances because they're told to, right? Because unfortunately,
no, it's for one reason and one reason.
some members of the media use their platforms to. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, but the gun situation is for one reason only, and it's the same reason that our founding fathers wrote it on a sheet of paper. It's because without them, you can be bullied anytime, anywhere, however they want without them.
Yeah,
and what we've seen recently,
hey,
I don't
Drew. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Good night, Drewski. We'll talk to you soon. But what we've seen recently with the two New York situations, Luigi Mangione, and apparently this guy going to get some type of Blackstone executive is what I'm hearing reports of.
Apparently he had neurological or physiological, physical, whatever brain issues from football. Clearly. And he like from impact of football, and he went to go to the NFL
but he just ended up on the wrong floor.
And the reason
just happened to be the 33rd floor.
Of course, that was an accident.
Accident.
But the reason that his MK Ultra number was, or the reason that he did this was because he apparently, and the reason he shot himself in the chest was because he wanted to preserve his brain so that they could study it. Because the only way they can open it up to look to see if you have these,
I think that's I think that one is the more.
That's what's going on like more, the government, little closed group of
the government chatters.
Yeah, because that's
push it up to the NFL. Push it up to the NFL. Don't look at big corporations like Blackstone.
Well, who owns all the NFL teams?
Blackstone, brother.
Either way, it's bad.
Has nothing to do with how they robbed him in their house purchase that he sold last month or something. Like,
yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's something like that, but unfortunately, there are some members of the media that use their platforms to push their
Fortunately, some members of the media
use
their platforms to push their own personal bias. To push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Yeah, those are the members of the media that are actually doing it. It's funny that they told on themselves.
But at the bottom it says all funded by. I'm just kidding.
What I was getting at with the gun situation is because at any moment in time with guns especially,
multiple people said he was white. Sorry.
Yeah, and with good training, nobody is untouchable. Yeah. Okay, when you take guns away, and you have to get close enough with a knife, and you have to, do like the old school secret operation, poison someone or something like that. But with guns, the power, good, bad, or indifferent, but the power is in the people's hands. At any moment in time, we could say we've had enough. And with enough well-trained men, you can take over any country in the world. Any country. And that's how we got a country. So that's what the discussion is. They don't care about safety. Including the one that we're sitting in. So they don't care about our safety, guys. We all know that. They don't care about our kids. They don't care about our safety.
Yeah. I mean, if that's I won't take it there. Yeah. Who eats McDonald's?
Not
all
me.
right. Anyway, yeah. Oh man.
I don't want to find baby teeth in my food.
Abe, did you hear that from Abe Finkelstein?
I've seen the lady. I've seen these mothers who are like, I took my kids for Happy Meal. And look at this shit.
And then they go and they look in their kid's mouth and they're like, "Oh, you didn't lose a tooth." And yeah, it's really interesting. If you guys haven't heard Abe Finkelstein, oh man, do you think in the book of John 8, John 8, we can't have this conversation on this. I mean, we're gonna have to talk. You know what? We'll do a show on Rumble and we'll talk about this, because I'm curious if for anyone out there that has access to a Bible, which all of you should, if you don't get access to a Bible, if you're a beginner Bible reader, I would encourage you to don't start like stoning me to death. I would encourage you to download the NASB Bible, the New American Standard Bible, only because it is a simple read. It's an excellent translation. And if you're a beginner, it's much more different than reading like the 1611. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like,
I'd recommend the ESV though. If you were,
yeah, I mean, I think
if you
think
talk
both
to,
are good starters.
most scholars will tell you the ESV is the most accurate toward the original scriptures as possible, and it's the American standard, so it's not super advanced or anything. You know, you're not going into Old English and KJV and stuff. But I mean, I don't know. I what I like to do is go to blueletterbible.com and read it on there, because you can read all the versions of it at once and see the original language. And I really do think that is the greatest way to learn what it actually says.
Yeah. And that's how you can prevent a bunch of confusion with interpretation and stuff. You can read the Greek, read the Hebrew, and be like, "Oh, that's weird. That word means something different than what it sounds in the ESV or NASB."
And if you're serious about reading the Bible, like serious about it, right? Like, you should buy what's called a Strong's Concordance. It is absolutely 100% necessary to have a Strong's Concordance, which a gentleman named Joseph Strong took every single word in the Bible and put a number to it, and put the original Hebrew or Greek word, whichever the original word is. And then that concordance also tells you what every version of the Bible translated that word to. It also tells you like how many times that word is used, how many different words was it translated into a different language, like English or whatever. So like, you know, it's very, very useful to get the, you know, obviously we're reading an ancient book that's translated into our modern language. So
for sure.
Is the Bible lost? Absolutely not. But seeking you will find, and seeking is not an easy task. It's seeking infers effort. Yeah.
I do, I wish we could openly talk about certain things like the dispensationalism and the talks about you know, those that bless Israel will become blessed, and the conversation around that, and how that was actually a promise to Abraham, which was already fulfilled in the book of Joshua, and it
actually doesn't say those words exactly.
It does not. But that's the thing. If you, where in the Bible does it say those that bless Israel will become blessed? It doesn't say
those that will bless you will become blessed. And Abraham's actually has nothing to do with Israel.
Yeah, which is
at all
kind of interesting that those types of things have been totally taken and twisted, and Christians are taking it, repeating it, and using it. But I don't think it was them that started that. So I'm going to take a guess that it may have been another nation, probably one developed right around, you know, World War II era. But all I'm saying is that it's
the
easy
red shield
to use.
If you know, you know. The red shield.
If you read John 8, next time we have this conversation, it will be way more interesting about this topic. But I also just want to make it clear that I don't have a singular ounce of hate in my heart for anyone else, any other race, religion, creed, color, culture. It's not about that at all. It's about understanding what is true, and that's it. And Jesus said something that is powerful and exclusive. And he was very clear, and he said the only way to the Father is through him. He's the way, the truth, and the life. So that's I mean, looking at the what was his name? Anthony. What was it? We were sharing some videos on him. He said it beautifully, man. Basically, it was just like with what he said. I just have to look at this and say, like, is Jesus credible? And then he goes through all of the evidence of why Jesus is credible and says, okay, well, then if Jesus is credible, and he says that the only way to the Father is through him.
Oh yeah, that black guy. That video. That video was awesome.
Pastor Anthony Philip Mitchell, something like that. Dude, the dude is on point. And he also did a whole one about why Jesus had to come and why God did not come, and the existence of the Holy Trinity and all that. Man, and it just breaks it down into such a like palatable, a way that you can palate it more easily. And it's helpful for like smooth brain tards like me.
I have a question outside of Israel and everything that's highly relevant right now in the news. Sure. And I this is a topic that me and you probably should have hit that we haven't had time to hit because we've been off stream together for a little bit. But so do you think Donald Trump's a pedophile?
It's a good question. And yes, BV Luminous, that is true. They were talking about like God himself in human form outside of sending Jesus, which is it's hard to even put it in words.
Yeah, because he is God himself.
He is, but
God
I mean,
is.
I guess the way that he described it was like God himself coming instead of his son coming, and
the Father instead of the Son.
Yeah, and then Luminous said, well, yeah, because if God had come and you can't see God and live, right? Like that's
but
that's the word God says.
It also says, if you've seen me,
you've seen
the
him.
Father.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and there also may be a couple of folks that did see him, that did live. Dude, what, Elijah? Or no, Elisha. Either way, I'm not a biblical scholar, but
is Elijah the one that ate the dung?
Elijah's the one that flew up in the carriage of fire, like peace.
Elijah did that, yeah. Elisha.
Elisha, yeah, Elijah, yeah. Elisha was the Elijah was the predecessor to Elisha,
yeah.
And actually Elijah was the only ascension without a death. Like
no.
that's no
Enoch as well.
Oh, that's
Enoch.
true.
Enoch never saw death.
Yeah. But also the book of Enoch was removed from
it's in the scripture. It's in the scriptures. It's in the Genesis.
I thought it was removed from some of the Bibles.
No, the book of Enoch is only in the Ethiopian Bible, but that Enoch never saw death is in Genesis. Those words of that Enoch never died is in Genesis.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Hillary Clinton wanting anyone not subscribed to the libtards agenda would be sent to re-education camps. Woof. Yo, Lazarus be like, ayo. Lazarus was raised from the dead, risen from the dead. Okay, so is Donnie a PD? Yeah, I don't know. Let me ask a different question. Would anyone here be surprised to learn that Donnie is a pedo?
No,
I wouldn't. Be. There's nothing in 2025. There is absolutely nothing that would surprise me.
In 2016, I'd have believed it. I mean,
yeah.
At any point in Donald's life, I would have believed it.
Straight up. I mean, I guess I don't know enough to say like yes or no, but I would not be surprised. And I also I don't know if I buy that they're holding the list back because he's on it, right? Like I don't think like that's the big scandal. I think everyone on it is pulling and pushing to do everything they can to keep it from being published, because I guarantee you
I
people
don't even think that the PDF file stuff is the biggest thing on this. Like
Oh, no. It's
the biggest thing is why this was a thing to begin with. And
yes,
it's
government
about
culpability.
controlling the whole world.
Yes, CIA operations, government culpability, people paying off people. Like there's only a few reasons why people like Epstein and P. Diddy can exist, and they can only continue existing without, or they can only continue existing with the alignment and coexisting and working.
And I would say the
mutual
PDF
working with
file
the
stuff,
United States
just to
government.
be clear, like harming a child is the worst thing that you can do in the world.
100%.
And the next worst thing you can do in the world is oppress the entire world.
Yeah.
And I think both
Which
of those things were accomplished.
Yeah. And worse, probably.
And probably worse.
Oh man. I mean, the only thing that I could think that could be added to that would be,
that is the biggest question. That is the biggest question I have. Black Diamond Josh. The biggest question I have is, how did this even get into our ears to begin with? How did they allow? So there must have been something, right?
I have an idea about it.
I would love to hear it. I think either A, it was getting too loud, like the P. Diddy stuff. It's getting so loud with little, like Diddy had pictures. There's a video of Justin Bieber and one of the NFL players in the club, like him.
And
yeah, it's just getting so loud. There's whistleblowers that they decided we need to take him out, right? There's only one way to take out some dude on an island, unless you do a secret op with a special, which I'm not surprised why they didn't do that.
Because he was powered by them. He was powered by the CIA. He was powered by the government.
They take out their own all the time.
Yeah, they do.
They could have took him out.
I think
he could have drank a glass of wine, but he might have been smart. He might have been in this mix so long that he had his own precautions, and he had a kill switch where if you do take him out, he's had that
early.
I don't think he's dead. He's not dead.
Yeah, I don't know. It's honestly it's hard to say. So I think that, like you're saying, it got so big that they were like, look, we have to at least pretend to do something to him. And something happened to him while they were pretending to do something to him. I don't know if he's alive or dead, for real.
He's alive.
I don't know. Like I said, nothing would surprise
me. If I had to bet my life on it, I would bet he's alive. Like if I had a roulette and it said, is Epstein alive or dead? If you get this right, you will live or you will die. I would choose he's alive. That's what I'm sticking with.
Oh man, yeah, that's a tough one. Because look, when not to be gruesome, but when the Trump shooter died, what did we see? Within 12 hours, an uploaded image of his brain on the concrete. You know what I'm saying? When
blurred, we didn't see his face.
What? I showed his face. I showed his teeth knocked out by a 308 round.
Oh yeah, well that didn't look like the same kid to me. After investigating that whole thing, that looks like the other kid. It doesn't look like nothing occurred to me.
But a picture was published of dudes, head canoed back. So like, I would it be too like far-fetched to say like, why would something so big with so much coverage not be put out there? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't believe anything that comes out, and I believe that unfortunately some members of the media I'm just kidding.
I mean, the most shocking thing that someone could shock me with in today's day and age is that the Q stuff.
Oh, the time machine. Yeah.
The time machine that they executed Biden and Obama behind the scenes. They're really saving the day. JFK's still alive. Like everything in the Q stuff would actually shock me if I found out that like what they're saying is so ridiculous.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like if we the whole time we were the wrong ones, and these wackos that are talking about
I would
time
love to
travel,
be
and
shocked.
if you've ever felt the static in the air when lightning strikes, and that means that they were warping through we're like, yeah, right, buddy. And little do we know,
the earthquakes happening around the world is because of the time machine.
Yes, dude. HARP actually exists exclusively for the transfer of human energy through time. And nowadays that would shock me more than anything. Or two, what would shock me is verifiable proof that someone was not a PDF file. Like,
I don't know if you could actually prove it.
I mean,
it's too easy to fake it.
I mean, technically, I
pin it
have
on
nothing-
anyone that they.
Yeah. I mean, give someone, a few minutes at a remote location, and your laptop will become, a quarter life sentence quick. If they want to take you out,
They
like
could
you're
probably
saying,
access your laptop from China.
for sure. Yeah. Dude.
See, honestly, we just live in a horrible, disgusting time, man. We live in a world, and you know what? It's good to rip the veil for people to see, and I hope it draws us. I talk about it often, and I hope it draws us all closer to each other, and that we realize that the only thing we have is Christ at the head and us together, his people in communion, and but at some point that mark of the beast is going to come, and it's going to be decision time, because it's around the corner with Palantir, with actually the crypto stuff coming into having digital currencies backing the US dollar and having a reserve. They will eventually be like, oh, you have 6 million in crypto, well, you can't access it without this. You can't and it's like,
and it will definitely be something like that. And so what are your thoughts on, is it on the hand or in the hand? And is it on the head or in the head? Because there's different interpretations of the Bible and what that says. And the reason I ask is because they're already, like last year, or maybe even sooner, my perception of time has been jacked up. They were already test driving in Virginia and many other places that new payment system where you can just wave your hand over the credit card terminal and it would.
Well, let me ask you a question. What are the two distinctive things about you that's different from everyone in the world?
I mean, it would be your eyeballs and your fingerprints, or your DNA. But even your DNA,
facial recognition.
Yeah, but a lot of the facial recognition thing is a lie, because when it's saying that it's your face, it's really going after your eyes.
I believe, yeah.
And bro, you put me onto something with the whole for people that use these. Hold up. If you use these every day, guess what? They are scanning your brain. There's neuroscanning. There was a patent taken out in 2019 for neuroscanning using AirPods. And it started, first off, we talked about it, right? And I didn't realize that once I had an awareness, and look, people are literally leaving the chat because they think this is crazy. Literally, Google will tell you, go to your favorite search engine or Google and type in AirPod brain scanning. If you don't believe it, dude, don't believe me. Don't believe anything I say. Look it up. This is insane. I have literally been like on the phone or something with an AirPod in, and then hang up, and then just not thinking. I kept it in for a little bit, thinking about stuff that I need, and then it shows up on my Instagram feed. deodorant advertisements, toothbrush.
They hate when they scan my brain because it's all a like M81 Woodland multi.
Yeah. Like, they advertise stuff like that to us too, bro.
I feel like they don't like
not as much, but
like on Instagram on the wall, like I have stuff sent like blocked, so like I don't like I have like no graphic content, no like promiscuous like all that stuff is off my Instagram. But it's still like if I go to my main feed, I just want to see a wall of guns and stuff, and I have to go to my feed to see guns and everything. They still want to put like, oh, look at this house. Oh, here's someone really silly. Here's a goofball. Here's another joking laugh. Just laugh until the world ends. Like
here's a distraction. Don't like that one? Check out the next one. How do you like this distraction? Dude, they still constantly, I don't know if it's my age or maybe because I talk about being separated and getting a divorce or whatever, but they are constantly putting TNA in my Instagram search, and
it also
looking at it.
It even bases like who you follow. So like if you follow certain people that follow that stuff, like pretty much I don't have follow one woman on mine, and actually I block almost any woman that follows me.
See, I don't like any. I like almost
all
nothing,
of them
actually.
Well, you should like stuff that will help.
I like stuff that friends do. So like
friends, and then every gun you see like it.
Yeah, I mean I do like some of that stuff, but like
every plate carrier you see like it, because then it'll tell that thing like all I want to see is guns and plate carriers.
Have you noticed though that like it'll show you stuff, and then as you're looking at it, it'll show little icons that say Goonbeam, Red Dawn, and Flying Rich liked this reel.
Yeah, it does do that.
Like,
it has like the little icons below.
Yeah, man, that's trippy. That's I don't like that. I don't like that. And this whole thing, like where a bunch of dudes that are in like the freedom, independence, liberty, and preparation movement are like wearing freaking Meta glasses and stuff, dude. I'm like, man, I don't trust that, dude. I don't trust it.
I mean, even the crypto, like my buddy we started talking about crypto, and he started sending me some stuff on Instagram, and like I got my wall is just flooded with crypto posts.
Yeah.
And I actually do think you're not stopping crypto. I think if you can turn $50 into $50,000 and get the money and get out and change your life would be a great thing. But they are like
change your life too much with 50 grand. You can change it a little bit.
Enough to be debt free.
I mean, straight up,
pretty debt free with 50 grand.
I could turn $50,000 into $500,000.
But see, like put it this way. Not only could you do that, but also if you had 50,000 in debt, what is that really when you add the interest in? So like, I mean, cash is getting you out of problems all the time. Anytime you can access cash, that should be not a way to obviously debt yourself more. It should be a way to release interest from your life. Interest comes from those little small hats. And that's one of the reasons they got kicked out of because interest lending is almost criminal.
Countries. Usury. Yeah.
Usury.
Yep.
And then on top of that, which we've talked about, is like fees, like a fee for this, a fee for that, a fee for this. Ooh, that one looks familiar.
Look at that. It's still a great knife, man.
It is. Is that the 1 of 1?
This is the 1 of 1. Yeah. Somebody didn't want it. It wasn't good enough for him. I'm just kidding. It is dope though. Look at the wood grain in that joint.
It looks dope.
It is pretty fire, but we had to push pause on a bunch of stuff right now, and until goals is done and all that, we got. And then I thought about it. I was like, dude, am I gonna have to bring 1,000 definition knives boxes to I don't even know how I'll make them fit. You're
gonna have to stack your trunk like
yeah, like literally. Hold on, I just dropped something.
I don't know if you need 1,000 of them.
Well, if you think about it like this,
I mean, it'd be nice to move 1,000, but it'd also be nice to be like sold out a day early and be like, we're sold out.
Well, the thing is if there's 244 companies there, right? And even if there's only one person that comes by from each company, which is going to be way more people than companies, right? Then that's I'm just thinking like, okay, so if there's like 10 people per company there, then we're looking at 2,500. If 1% converts and purchases something, then that I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like in advance. If I only
I'd say somewhere between 500 and 1,000, and I think you could pick like I wouldn't stress trying to get to 1,000. I think 750. Like if you can only fit 750, or just have Rich load up the plane with him,
bro,
and then have him with the parachute. Look, just definition knife parachute, right?
Texas,
as it lands.
Yeah, right. For real, that'd be a good little. That's like a Red Bull commercial.
Yep.
Would have more liquidity to invest more. Yeah, dude, that's the other thing, man. Is like actually one of the things that my dad told me before he died was we were talking about guns, and he was like, when I get out of here, I want to take the 308 out, and I want to shoot it, and I want to take it out to 1,000 yards. And the funny thing is, at that point, he didn't even have a scope on it or anything. And I was like, yeah, I'll get a scope for it and all that. And Gideon was kind enough to send one out, so I got the Gideon on his 1 to 10. Or the Gideon 1 to 10 on his it's a SIG 716, and so in his honor, I'm going to take that out and take it out to 1,000 yards. And I'll see if I can do it like with one of my brothers or something.
Sick.
And but there's something I was gonna. So we were talking about guns, and this is when he was in the hospital, when things like were looking up, like he was possibly gonna get back out and do better. We were talking about guns, and we were talking about Glocks, and he was like, yeah, I got a few handguns. And I was like, yeah, me too. He was like, how many do you actually have? I was like, Dad, I got almost 40 Glocks alone, not 40 handguns. Like almost 40 Glocks.
I don't even have 40 total guns.
Dude, he was like, you need to become more liquid. And I was like,
that's true.
Yeah, that's true. I do. So that's one of the reasons why I'm going through selling a bunch of stuff. And actually, I've told you guys I'm selling.
You should probably just get your SOT and freaking sell more than 10 a month.
See, I thought about that, but I don't want to get my SOT. I don't want to deal with the ATF.
Or you need to get someone else to get their SOT that can attach you to the SOT.
More on that later. Actually,
Flying Rich, you want a SOT?
we actually have a friend that's doing some big things, and there will be an announcement on my channel of somebody that's getting into the good Lord's work, and we're going to be talking about that. So many of these, dude. Actually, somebody, I think it was one of these. Somebody just bought one of the tack knives OTS. Dude, this thing is like 179, 154 cm steel. Dude, the action is awesome. These are great knives. Even though, yes, we have our own knife company, I do still, enjoy and use and carry tack knives OTS from time to time. Yeah, I mean, they're still great. So I'm going to be selling those at like, half the cost of what they are. And there's a couple I don't want to come off of just because they're like, really cool, rare, unique. There's some other stuff. Yeah, like some of these, dude, check this joint out, man. This is probably one of the coolest CRKTs out there. Look at the hammering in the frame and in the grips on this one. This is the CRKT Fossil, and it's got a huge belly on the blade, but when you flick it out, it's got a big old belly drop point, right? But look at the hammering. Nice. The blade and the G10 has that hammering look to it.
That's a CRKT?
Yeah, CRKT Fossil. It's kind of rare. It's even got the jimping. It
looks
there.
Like a fossil.
Yeah, it does. It's got that fossil kind of look to it,
Sick.
so this one's kind of dope. So I'm gonna be selling that one, and then obviously I showed it off already, but the this one's pretty inexpensive. This is the Cobra Tech D2. This is the auto knife, the button opening. This is the one that you had mentioned liking, which I still haven't used this for anything. That's the G10. I bought this because I wanted to dye the scales blue, and it's got the G10.
That's sick. I love the angle of the grip.
Yeah, dude. It really is a great knife. And it's just, there's something about the auto knives that just don't move when you open them. Like, you don't have to like flick it out or anything. It's just like boop, you know. So this is dope, and I like that it locks, so like it won't open on you if you were to go ham on it like that, which is important. It also has the jimping on it too, but honestly, the two that are the biggest ones are the freaking Microtech Stitch. This thing was like $4.95, and I mean, I'd sell this thing for like,
too, man. That thing's sick.
It is, man. It's so sick. I can't carry it. Like, I can't bring myself to carry it. Like, for the cost of a Glock, carry this super ridiculous knife, and just look at the machining, the jimping, the machining, and the handles. I mean, it's nasty, and the action on it. Listen to this. I mean, that thing is like thunk. But yeah, this, man, I'd sell it for like 300. I don't care. I just need to get off of it. But the other one, and I know I've shared this before, the other one, probably one of the coolest ones I got. It's another one of these knives. It's like $495, but the Heretic Knives Colossus in the battle worn black and gray. This thing, another one that I just couldn't ever like bring myself to actually carry.
That one's sick too,
dude. It's so nasty, and it's a Tonto CPM Magnacut. What is it?
Stonewashed
CPM Magnacut blade, and it's also got the heavy jimping up there. It's just a crazy knife. I mean, the action.
I love Tantos.
Yeah, they're great. I love the second point on them. You can use that second point for so much stuff. It's like a razor. But these knives, like when I got them, I was like, man, like this, something like this. That's so cool. It's got that steel ball in there for the glass breaker. But it's like, I could never like actually carry this, regardless of how awesome it is. And like even the machining and the handle with like all the laser etching tacky grip, like, yeah, I just don't think I could ever actually carry it. My idea behind it was like, okay, if I have a couple like super high quality knives, I could carry them as tools, but then also have expensive like bartering items on me too, but if the world were to fall to pieces, they wouldn't be a $500 knife. It would just be a knife, right? Like, it doesn't matter if it's an Ozark Trail $7 knife from Walmart or a $500 Heretic. When the world falls to pieces, it's just a knife. So now that we're in a place where the world is just the crappy world. Oh, this one is dope too. This little guy, look at that G10 right there. So this is a tiny little guy, but CRKT.
Yeah, that thing's nice.
Yeah, tiny little guy, but it's just got that straight point. It's also cool because it's got the
I have the hook claw one of that one.
Oh, really?
It's like a karambit kind of.
Nice. Yeah, I don't think I've seen
it's
that
really hard to get out.
Really?
Because it's hooked so much. On like a karambit, you have to like.
Oh, you're talking about like the bear claw looking one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one is basically you just grab the
Mm-hmm.
whatchamacallit, the lanyard, and then your grip is right there on it. So it's a cool little like surprise.
Give me 2
Nice.
seconds.
Yeah, we're about to sign out here. But last one I'll show off real quick. This is one that was my dad's that I got from him. This is the Cricket M21-14, and it's got the buoy blade on it with the serrations. This one is super important to me. Obviously, this one, I'm not getting rid of or anything. I'm keeping this one forever. Anything that came from my dad is, a forever thing. It is cool though, like to be able to, shift the pocket clip from tip up, tip down, left, tip up, tip down, right is super cool. And I do like the secondary lock on it, although it gets a little difficult to open and close one-handed. But man, that is just a beefy freaking knife. I'm also selling some of the double XL cold steel blades too. So like the Raja 2, the Holdout 1, and the Luzon XL. Yeah, I almost didn't stream tonight, man. It wasn't until after 11 o'clock that I started streaming, so I just did YouTube only. But I'll be probably starting on Thursday doing co-streaming to Rumble and YouTube as well. So, all right, let's go ahead and sign out of here. Anything else that you want to hit on before we wrap it up?
Man, just train. Like one thing I've been experiencing, man, is like there's a lot of people that like guns and have guns, man, but it's you need a rifle, a primary and a secondary. And if you have that, then train, get better, train in your house. And I agree. Seek 100%, seek some guidance, because you need someone else's input on what you're doing. You need shot timers. You need to time yourself. You need to see how smooth you are, how much you fumble. Just get better at that. And not only that, but train your bodies, get fit, be able to run, eat healthy. Anything could happen at any time. We just live in such a crazy world, man. Have faith. And as our brother Drew said, just get better every day. Get a little better every day, a little smarter, a little stronger, a little faster. And even if you can't barely move, little bits. Step by step.
Find a way. Some of the people that I talk to, like viewers that reach out, you'd be surprised how many people are like immobile, terminally ill, just so sick, like they can barely do anything, but they still find a way to make sure that they can, protect themselves and their family if Lord forbid. If
I seen a guy the other day with no arms who found a way to put his own prosthetic arms on with his feet. And if that's possible, anything's possible. Just try. Don't quit trying. Even if you fail. That's what I tell my kids too. No one ever cares if you fail. Just never quit trying.
Failure is just a lesson. It's an opportunity for a lesson. That's one of the beautiful things. And there is no try. There is to do or not to do. And regardless of what you guys think of, there is a place for sub guns. Okay. All right, there is a place for for pistol caliber options out there. Now, please don't call them PCCs, because they're not PCCs. No one likes PCCs, but sub guns, that's got a different level of funk to it.
It does.
But don't use a screwdriver where you need a mallet. Don't use a pistol caliber sub gun where you need a rifle. right? Don't use a pistol where you need a rifle.
Can we call them SGPs? Subgun pistols.
Pistol.
I know you love ARP, so I figured we should start calling them SGPs.
Yeah, no, we don't want that. But you know, I do think we need to master the rifle and we need to master the pistol, and whatever is the rifle for y'all or the pistol for y'all, master that thing and become very good. But that's not the priority, right? Like you said, like that we need to make sure that we have a closeness with God. I would recommend, you know, developing an excellent relationship with Christ and getting lost in His Word. It's so interesting how easy it is to be found getting lost in His Word. Yeah, man, just take care of the people that you love, man. It's crazy how so I have a bunch of brothers and sisters, and I barely see them, right? And it's just normal for us to not see each other, not communicate with each other, and I don't really like that. Same thing, like I have some friends where we just don't talk, but we know each other, or we're there, but I think we need to work on having a closeness with those that we care about as well, and work on building your community. Obviously, work on water, food, shelter, security. It's not just the gunfighter, idea that we need to work on, but I do think that we all need to become very, very highly skilled with the implement that we're going to have on us more than likely 99% of the time, which is your handgun. So, yeah. With that, also support the companies that support us, man. All these companies, like, dude, you see them in here, right? You see Gideon Optics, you see Goonbeam, you see Marconi, you see Stifler, you see all these guys that are just, great dudes with great companies. Also,
Armsman.
Yeah, dude, Fat Tack, man. Did you see the Fat Packer?
Yes, I love that.
Dude, awesome idea.
I love it.
I also have a Fat Tack holster on the way for Gen 545 with a Radian, a red dot, and a TLR7 HLX with the multicam wrap on it with the DLC clips. And was there something else? So it's made to fit for the Radian. The Fat Packer.
What do you mean for the Radian? Isn't it? It's open on the end.
So this one is actually cut specifically for the Glock with the Radian. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know how, but it was an option. And if you go down the premium holsters, it's Glock 19/45 with TLR7 HLX and Radian Afterburner. And I was like, oh,
that was my first one. Is the HLX, the Glock.
Yeah. My other one
fits mine with the Radian.
Yeah, this so it's funny because there's a bunch of options in there for fitting the RXM, the Shadow Systems, the Glock, and all that. I run all of those in this Glock 19 holster, Gen 545 holster, whatever you want to call it. And I run the RXM in here. I run the Shadow Systems in here. I run Glock clones. It won't fit polymer 80s, but yeah, and I've run my 34 in here. It can just accept anything because it's got that angular cut on it. So if it's longer, it just pokes out a little bit. So yeah, shout out to Fat Tack, and make sure we support the guys that support us. Obviously, Fat Tack and us are going to be out of goals. It's going to be awesome for you guys coming out there. Cannot wait to meet you guys and see y'all in person. Make sure you come up and just mess with me as much as you want. You can tell all the jokes, complain, say that you're still waiting on your DLD hardware order from like last year, and all that stuff. Just feel free to come mess with me and take advantage of me not knowing what you do.
I would advise you, never mind. I would advise you
too much.
Be prepared for if you order 2 days before goals, just know that you're going to get it when it gets back.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm probably gonna put something up on the website that says I'm out at the Gun Owners Advocacy and Leadership Summit.
Nice.
So
You think Trump will appear again?
well, he didn't come. That
Now
was
that
Elon.
I thought Trump did an appearance at Goals. Was it before the election? Wasn't he like did the? I don't think he was there. I think he like did like a
Yeah, I don't know.
video thing and was like, if gun owners vote, we'll have. I could have
Oh,
swore I'd
probably.
seen.
You know what? Yeah, I think there was something like that. I didn't watch it. It's so easy to get checked out of all this garbage because it's just garbage.
But I was just wondering. Now that he doesn't need anyone's vote, I wonder if he's still gonna.
Yeah, probably not. That's a good point. Elon did. That's right. Elon showed up in Pennsylvania at Oaks. Yeah, I don't know.
He did a video. Yeah.
It's really easy to just want to opt out of all this garbage going on, man. Everything going on, man, it just sucks, and it's easy to take the black pill and just let it suck the life out of you. I'm trying to do whatever I can to remain as positive as possible because all this stuff going on, it sucks, man.
It does suck, but I would just say that you're here for a reason. Basically what it says is like, perhaps you were born for such a time like this.
Yeah.
And that it's an adventure, because like once you believe in eternal life, dude, like it's an adventure.
Oh,
so
dude, 100%.
It should just be about knowing the times. How can we seize the opportunity we have before us to be together, to bring more iron and iron together so we can all sharpen each other, because when Christ returns, you want as much oil in your lamp as possible. If you read I think it's the 12 virgins, the parable of the 12 virgins. And you don't want to run out of oil, man. So you want to be as sharp as possible. You want to just be busy doing everything. I think, I have 5 dogs around, but we're very deep thinkers, humans. We can fathom and imagine all kinds of things. But like on our daily activities and the course of life, it should be very like mechanical. Everything we do needs to be very just to a schedule, to completing tasks, because if you spend all your time in the imaginary, visionary phase, you get nothing done. So all we can do, man, is just do things.
Yeah. Faith in action, I think, is important in many different elements. I think, and it's funny because the Bible says something about like for people that are lazy, and for people that maybe are even so lazy that they can't take care of their family. They say that a man that is lazy and cannot take care of his family is worse than a non-believer. So a man that professes with his mouth, I love God, I love Christ, but then doesn't take care of his family and is lazy, is worse than a non-believer according to the Bible. That hit me hard. Like I was like, man, there's so many other things that I could do to be better for the world, for my family, you start having this introspection, like, man, there's a lot that I can do to grow and develop and get better, which also can be a drug too. Don't just chase the bag, right? Like there's
but anyway, do chase the bag.
Chase it to a certain degree, but chase
just
it for
don't let it consume your heart.
Yeah. Chase the bag for them, not for you, not to glorify yourself.
For the glory of the kingdom.
All glory goes to God. Yeah. All right, guys. Remember that regardless of what's going on, regardless who's in the Oval Office, it doesn't matter. We are still in a culture war. So make sure that you become a cultural warrior. And I encourage all of you guys to, if you can, make sure you show up at Goals. It's in Tennessee. It's going to be awesome. And if anyone out there is looking for a great opportunity to roll up on me, take me out, it's perfect timing. Probably not for you because I got my draw back down to a sub 0.75 draw the first shot. So I encourage all of you guys to consolidate your assassination attempts to goals just to make things easy on me. And and obviously I'm joking. I'm a Z-list YouTuber, so I know ain't nobody out there trying to get me. That's my pride talking. I'm sorry.
If you're Z, I'm a Zeta.
Zeta. Anyway, guys, in the end, make sure that you're becoming the best versions of yourself. Make sure that you are constantly working on growing and developing and holding yourself accountable to growth. And the best way that we do that, the only way you can have a metric for that is by having standards and expectations for yourself of how you work, how you operate, and things that you do, including things that you don't do as well. So set rules for yourself. And some of the rules I like to share with you guys at the end of every show are: rule number 1 is to be kind. It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That brief interaction that you have with somebody else could have a massive impact on their life. So be kind. Rule number 2 is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you bless others, you become blessed, because a hand that's open to give is open to receive. And rule number 3, because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence. Make sure that you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, and be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. We will catch you on the next one on Thursday. Make sure you follow Red Dawn Readiness on all platforms, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Hold on a sec. I'm going to get me a beer.
This is actually true. No lie. A lot of YouTubers do get jacked up, beat up, followed. So try to keep, your OPSEC as solid as possible, because believe me, there is something that I've said out there that has pissed off someone to the point where they want to find me. So yes, you're right. Love y'all. Peace. No, I won't.